tonight's first pitch ceremony, and your on-field host, Mike Pavlich Show.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome back. How are you guys tonight? We got a lot of pregame stuff to get to, so we'll welcome you back. You guys ready for some fireworks tonight as well? All right. It's time right now for our first pitch ceremony, as always brought to you by Affinity Federal Credit Union, proud fans of the Patriots, a member-owned full-service financial institution with better rates, lower fees, and better services. Find out how to join something better. Visit joinaffinity.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, right here next to me, representing our game sponsor tonight, the Somerset Healthcare Foundation, Senior Vice President for Development at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Dr. Brian Agnew. Fire away, my man. Nice job. A strike to start this season, everybody. Kim Van Note and Don Tozzi are founders of the Basilone Memorial Foundation. If you've never heard of them, you should. Kim is the proud niece of Gunnery Sergeant John Basilone. The mission of the Basilone Memorial Foundation is to raise funds to ensure a better quality of life for veterans as well as cancer patients. Funds raised are distributed to the Steeplechase Cancer Center.
I'll say hello. Hey, Palmer, good to see you, man. Hey, Kevin, great to see you. How you doing? How you doing, dude?
Kim Van
What's
Note,
going on? Another year, man.
And Kim,
all right.
Still hurts. How you doing?
Doing great, man.
You look great.
Thanks.
Married yet?
nice job. I've been really impressed
Am I
with
what?
holding a sign.
I'm
too.
married. Come on,
Ladies and
man.
gentlemen,
I'm
please
married to my
welcome
job.
representing Bridgewater baseball and softball, Matthew Billa. Matthew.
You should see his Facebook. He's with a new woman every other picture.
I'm surprised Kevin wants to talk to me now. Hey, great to see you, man.
How you doing?
Nice job.
Can we be friends for the next 6 months, man?
Baseball.
Yeah,
Are you good enough for me?
Cynthia Workman.
No, you're too good for me.
No, I'm not too good.
I'm slumming it.
Nice job, Olivia. And John Nicoletto.
What are
John.
you gonna say?
You're the one wearing like the three-piece suit tonight, man. Look at you.
Three-piece
The
suit.
comb over.
Yeah, right.
Look
I
at
didn't
this.
have no hair because he
Nice
made fun of
job.
me.
Please welcome the special guest.
You're styling, man.
Renee Paparo.
I'm still wearing the free polos. You got the three-piece suit.
Nice job. Celebrating his 10th birthday with us. Won't you wish him a happy birthday, Kevin
He made fun of me, so I had to get a new hairdo.
Fire in there.
What? We're 3-3 right now. What do you see our
What
problem?
the fish?
is?
No power, Kevin. One homer.
Kennedy Park School. Please welcome first Paul Voorhees.
Really?
Paul.
They're a new team.
Good.
New manager.
What's her nickname?
Who?
Ricky Van
There you
Asselberg.
go.
They fired Willie.
And John
That's right.
Voorhees
No,
is
all right.
here as
What's her
well.
nickname? Next two?
John fired
The
in.
Revolution.
No, next two.
Nice job. And Jasmine Urey from the Kennedy Park School. Jasmine.
No, they've been doing good.
Nice job. Ladies and gentlemen, have a hand for our first pitchers. Back up
How's
the
school,
ball
man?
for a
Almost a
special
graduate,
presentation.
man. I'm proud of you.
Graduate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Somerset Patriots.
So you building a roller hockey rink yet, or what? Are you building a roller hockey rink yet, or what?
Not yet.
Longtime
Not
advisor
yet.
and
I
friend,
had a little
Albert
setback in the semester,
DiFiore.
which is why I was kind of
Albert was a remarkable
dead to the
self-made
world.
man who
Yeah.
shined
So,
his
it's
bright
not just
light of
you.
love on all he came in
All right.
contact with.
Believe me, we'll go out to
Albert,
lunch one
Angela,
day and I'll
and the
tell you all about
entire
it. It
DiFiore
involves a
family
girl.
have always been true
No, I didn't
philanthropists
get
to the
anyone
community.
pregnant.
All right,
Albert,
good.
Not
now
that I
the
know
Fulton
of.
Order Group was one of the Somerset Patriots' first
I got
marketing
hit.
partners when the team began play.
We were like
In
dating for 4
1999.
years. Erica.
In addition to his marketing
She just
partnership,
went
Albert served
all
on the
along
team's
line.
national advisory board since day one and helped make the
Did you
team a
press charges?
positive impact throughout the
College
community.
wanted me to. I
In
didn't
his
tell my
honor, the
parents
Somerset
because
Patriots
if
are
I
dedicating
did,
the 2015
Anthony would get
season
mad.
my
in
parents
his
would have
name.
gotten really mad.
We are honored
You have
to
no
be
idea.
joined
We'll
on the
talk
field
about that
by
lunch.
the
Yeah, I gotta
DiFiore
go, man.
family.
Lunch.
Please welcome
Sure, man.
Albert's wife of
Tomorrow, I'm
31
really busy
years,
this week, man.
Angela,
You're busy this week, I know.
Yeah.
their
So-
3
So
children,
in the summer,
Phil,
yeah.
Albert.
Next homestand.
and the
Feel
new
better.
Somerset Patriot National
Call good
Advisory
game,
Board
as you always
member
do.
Thomas,
Thanks, Justin.
as well as their 2 grandchildren, Priya and Nola.
Oh, man.
A special jersey has been presented to the DiFiore family from the Patriots. And ladies and gentlemen, to finish up our first pitch ceremony, we now invite Phil DiFiore out to the mound for an honorary first pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Somerset Patriots dedicating the 2015 season to our longtime friend, Albert DiFiore. Time to put your hands together and welcome to the field. Everybody's favorite mascot and the hardest working mascot in the Athletic League. Here comes Sparky. Joining Sparky on the field, his best friend, Slider.
Okay.
And joining them, have a big hand for Jill and Mitch.
Be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet this evening's visitors, the York Revolution. Reserve pitchers, number 36, Julio DePola. Pitcher number 27, Ian Durham. Number 39, Joe Harris. Number 20, Sean Hill. Number 23, Josh Judy. Number 41, Ronnie Lewis. Number 38, Mike McClendon. Number 32, Matt Neal. Number 19, Edward Paredes. Number 28, Stephen Penny. Number 30, Layson Septimo. Number 29, Sean Tuffle. Number 35, Corey Thurman. Number 10, Bo Vaughn. Number 26, Logan Williamson. Reserve catchers, number 6, Louis De La Cruz. Number 15, Alberto Espinoza. And reserve infielder, Mikey Reynolds. The athletic trainer, Chung Choi. Bullpen catcher, Dave Gulick. The manager of the Revolution, Mark Mason. The pitching coach, Paul Fletcher. And the bench and third base coach, Noel Polanco. And now, the starting lineup for the York Revolution. Leading off, number 33, the center fielder, Brandon Boggs. Batting second, the shortstop, number 21, Wilson Valdez. Hitting third, number 4, second baseman, Eric Patterson. Batting cleanup and playing first base, number 7, Andres Perez. Hitting fifth, number 31 in left field, Brendan Jones. Hitting sixth and playing third base, number 37, Brian Pound. Batting seventh, number 14, the right fielder, Johan Lamanta. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 9, Willie Cabrera. And batting ninth, number 34, the catcher, Salvador Paniagua. On the mound this evening for the Revolution, wearing number 18, Anthony LaRue. Ladies and gentlemen, the York Revolution.
Somerset Patriots! First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field. Going back is Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset!
Hello, Patriot fans. Welcome to our first broadcast of the year right here on SPN.TV. The Patriots opened up on the road for the first time since 2010, but now they're back at the friendly confines of TD Bank Ballpark. It is great to be here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. The Somerset Patriots host the York Revolution. Before the game, I had a chance to catch up with Thomas Neal, last night's hitting star. Well, Thomas, it's the home opener here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. It is TD Bank Ballpark, your first year with Somerset. What's the excitement feeling right now?
I'm pretty excited. I've heard a lot of great things about Somerset. I know that was one of the reasons I chose to come here, because I heard that the fans were, you got a really good crowds, and especially being on the road the first couple series, you kind of looking forward to being around a good atmosphere.
You're swinging a hot bat right now, 4-game hitting streak, a multi-hit game last night. Have you been working a lot with Shane Spencer in the cage right now?
Yeah, I mean, to start off the season was just kind of getting a little anxious up there, just trying to do too much, and the last few games just kind of got back to sticking to my approach and allowing the ball to get to me and travel and just put your best swing on it, because once you put your best swing on it, after that it's out of your control.
Somerset was pretty stagnant last night, the first 6 innings. You guys were getting no-hit. You broke up the no-hitter in the 7th. What kind of confidence did that give you and the team?
I think it was good to finally get someone on base. I think we had a base runner via the walk earlier in the game, but he was in a really good rhythm. The pitcher was throwing a lot of strikes, throwing all his pitches for strikes. And in that situation, it was just, like I said, I really just try to stick to my approach and look for a ball that I could put, a good swing on. And I happened to find a hole, and it was good to finally get that goose egg off the board.
Thomas, you're one of 9 ex-big leaguers in the Somerset Patriots. Tell us, what was it like to play for the Cubs, Indians, and of course New York Yankees?
Oh, I mean, it's a blessing. It's something that no one can ever take away from you, no matter what level you go to or whenever this game's over. You'll always be a big leaguer, but to be able to live out your dream and do that, and knowing all the hard work that you put into it, it's just a surreal feeling, and I think it's something that you really come to appreciate once you're done with the game of baseball.
And lastly, Thomas, the fans want to know what's going to be your walk-up song this year in 2015.
Oof, I got a couple. I have a couple. I think to start off, we're gonna start off with a guy named Machine Gun Kelly, but I actually have a couple other ones up my sleeve that I would really like to put out there, and it's definitely some positive music.
We can't wait to hear the songs. We can't wait to see you in the batter's box. Continued success and stay healthy.
I appreciate it very much.
That was Thomas Neal. The bunting is hung, the lineup is set, and you can smell the hot dogs here at TD Bank Ballpark. We are just about ready for baseball. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, first pitch, and baseball right here on SPN.TV.
And number 31 from Southampton, Pennsylvania, Matt Zielinski. Your reserve catcher from Orlando, Florida, number 21, Adam Donahue. Your backup infielders wearing number 2 from West Windsor, Scott Kelly. And from Neptune, Florida, number 9, Matt Gamble. Outfielder from Scottsdale, Arizona, number 5, Scott Cousins.
Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, WCTC and SPN.TV proudly present another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the York Revolution in the first game of this 3-game weekend set, featuring these 2 squads that qualified for the postseason last year. Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining me on this cloudy, overcast Friday evening, the home opener of 2015, May 1st, 2015. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether it be locally in Central Jersey on 1450 AM on your radio dial, maybe across the globe on WCTCAM.com, or maybe via your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just search 1450 WCTC in the App Store and download that free app immediately. I am the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Antwell. Glad to have my pal Dave Raish back behind the glass board hopping for me. Glad to have Andy Solecki and Mark Schwartz board hopping for me on our broadcast venue production in. Happy home opening day, 17th year of Somerset Patriots baseball here at TD Bank Ballpark, 18th year of Somerset Patriots baseball overall. The Patriots are 3-3 on the year. The York Revolution, they're 3-4 on the year. Everybody's pretty much bunched up in the Atlantic League 1 week into the season. Can't make too much of it, but it's just great to be home. vibrant atmosphere, infectious enthusiasm. Both teams are lining up down their respective lines right now. The Patriots down the first base line, the Revs down the third base line. Should be a really good one. The weather's held up. It's not ideal weather conditions, a bit windy, overcast, but we're definitely going to have baseball today here on SPN.TV. One of our 20 games that we're streaming live this season of the 140. And it should be a lot of fun. Somerset, they had a dramatic win last night. This team was getting no hit through the first 6 innings, but then they tallied 4 runs and 8 hits combined in innings 7, 8, 9, and 10. Chris Marrero had 2 big RBI singles. Thomas Neal had a pair of hits late to break up the no-hitter. You just heard him on the SPN.TV pregame show. He's one of the great guys, and you know what? You play 500 on the road and you win your home games, you're going to be attaining your goals at the end of the season. That's what Somerset's trying to do right now. They just wrapped up a 500 road trip, and now it's time to dominate at home on this 3-game set against a very good York squad. York last night lost to Lancaster. That was when Lancaster received their championship rings from a year ago. Pitching matchup, it's a good one. It's 2 hard-throwing righties, Anthony LaRue, an ex-big leaguer, and Mickey Story, an ex-big leaguer as well. Both pitchers have ERAs sub-2 early on in the season. Story, 5 scoreless innings in his first outing, and LaRue, 5 innings of 1-run baseball in his first outing. He earned the win. Story earned the no decision. But a capacity crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. Fireworks after the game, magnetic schedule before the game, and a whole lot of fun from 7 p.m. to about 10 p.m. tonight. The umpires are out there, the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are out, the Little Leaguers are on the field, the players are lined up on the field. This is what it's all about. It's Brett Jody said it's like waking up on Christmas morning. That's the best way to describe opening day. I know it's game number 7 of a 140-game marathon season, but the home opener is always special, and it's kind of awkward. This is the first time since 2010 that Somerset has opened on the road this year, so they're opening at home into the season, game number 7 into the season after a 6-game road trip. 3 in Southern Maryland, they went 2-1. 3 in Bridgeport against a much improved Bridgeport team, they went 1-2. But should be good. A local marching band is on the field, just about ready for baseball here from TD Bank Ballpark. I see a bunch of old faces. Good to see manager emeritus Sparky Lyle, the 2 mascots, Sparky and Slider, general admissions back, our owner and chairman, Mr. Steve Califers, flanked by his family. His 2 sons and grandchildren are here. 9 ex-big leaguers in the Somerset Patriots, a bunch of them making their TD Bank Ballpark debut. There were a couple spring training games here, but it's not nearly the same vibe and feeling as you get playing here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. And we are just about ready for the national anthem. So I'm going to step aside here on CTC. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups, we will have first pitch, and we will have baseball. Game number 7 of this 140-game marathon season coming up exclusively on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Let's go 2 minutes here, Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening we'll have a rendition of God Bless America followed by our national anthem. With this evening's rendition of God Bless America, please welcome the South Plainfield Middle School Chorus.
Welcome back to TD Bank Ballpark, Jewel of the Atlantic League. First game here at home in the 2015 season. We're just wrapping up God Bless America. In a moment, we're going to send it down to the field for the playing of the national anthem. But for now, let's just join in the middle of this singing of God Bless America. So a great rendition of God Bless America by the South Plainfield Middle School Chorus. They did such a good job. We're going to hear them sing again, this time the national anthem. No, it's going to be Somerset Hills YMCA. Maybe the middle school and the YMCA are just going to sing together. They're both so talented. So let's send it down to the field. So great job by the local YMCA, the local children's choir here. Excellent job by everybody around as we are just about ready for baseball. Home opener of the 2015 season is upon us. It's 55 degrees, cloudy and overcast, but it's going to be go time in a matter of moments. So it's time to meet the starting lineups. First for the visiting York Revolution, led by third-year skipper and reigning Atlantic League Manager of the Year, Mark Mason. York 3-4 on the season. Leading off, Brandon Boggs in center field. Batting second, Wilson Valdez at shortstop. Hitting third, Eric Patterson at second base. Cleaning up, Andres Perez at first base. Batting fifth, Brendan Jones in left field. Hitting sixth, Brian Pounds at third base. And 7, 8, 9 respectively, Johan Limonta in right field. Willie Cabrera at DH. And Salvador Paniagua, the catcher, rounds out the order. For the homestanding Somerset Patriots, led by third-year skipper Brett Jody, coming in with an even 3-3 record. Leading off will be the catalyst Johnny Tucker in center field. Batting second, Nate Spears at second base. Hitting third, Thomas Neal at designated hitter. Cleaning up will be Chris Marrero in right field. Batting sixth, Greg Hopkins. Batting fifth, Greg Hopkins. He's at first base. Batting sixth, Aaron Eggleston in left field. Seventh, Robert Andino at shortstop. David Vidal at third base hitting eighth. And James Skelton, the catcher, rounds out the order. Pitching for the York Revolution, it'll be Anthony LaRue. 6'4", 225-pound righty. He's 1-0 in one start in the season with a 1.80 ERA. He's an ex-big leaguer. We'll talk more about LaRue in the home half of the first when he's officially on the hill. But for now, let's put the spotlight on Mickey Story as Mark Mason and Brett Jody are exchanging lineup cards right now. Mickey Story will be the starter for Somerset. He sustained a no decision in his lone start of the year in Game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday against Southern Maryland. 5 innings of 2-hit, no-run baseball. He was pounding the zone, 64 pitches, and only 22 balls were thrown. 42 strikes thrown by Mickey Story in 5 innings of 2-hit, no run, 3 strikeout, no walk baseball. He's a 6'1", 185-pound righty, 29 years old, from West Palm Beach, Florida. Throws the fastball, slider, curve, and he's got a good changeup. So Somerset hasn't quite taken the field yet, but a great crowd on hand. We had a magnetic schedule giveaway before the game. We'll have fireworks after the game. Friday night baseball, first day of May. So we put a lid on April and we open up our calendar for May. This is the first of 21 meetings between York and Somerset this season. Remember, an unbalanced schedule in the Atlantic League. You're not playing all the other 7 teams 20 times each. Some teams you're playing more than 20 times. Other teams you're playing fewer than 20 times. No matter what, it all evens out to 140 games. But this is the first of 21 meetings between York and Somerset. York and Somerset actually closed the season at Santander Stadium in York, PA. That's in the middle of September, a while away. But Somerset, 9 of their first 12 are on the road. Meanwhile, York, they're about to hit the road for a long stretch. Today marks the stretch of 14 of their next 18 on the road for the York Revolution. So Mason and Jody just exchanged a few words, and Jody was probably saying, Mark, you stole my Manager of the Year award that I earned last year. Mason surprised everyone, winning the 2014 Atlantic League Manager of the Year. That award should have been to Brett Jody. Jody's team won both halves. No team had more players advance to overseas ball or affiliated ball than the Somerset Patriots. Yet the Atlantic League officials anointed Mark Mason as the Atlantic League Manager of the Year. Now, York did have a great year. They won 79 games. It was a great turnaround after missing the season, after missing the postseason in 2013. But I think anybody with a pulse knows that Jody should have won that award. Obviously, I'm being a bit facetious, but if anything, they should have shared the award. But Brett's a pretty humble guy. I know he didn't make a big deal about it. But anybody who paid close attention to the Atlantic League knows Jody should have won Manager of the Year. Well, here comes Mickey Story and his teammates. They're on the hill right now. Mickey will throw his 8 warm-up pitches in between until we get going here, as the leadoff batter will be Brendan Boggs. 9 ex-big leaguers in the Somerset Patriots. They've got 10 players that returned from last year's squad. All the Atlantic League teams are sporting new uniforms this year. The Atlantic League has a new merchandising contract, so the unis look fresh for both these teams. The Patriots are in their white tops, white bottoms, navy blue numbers, navy blue letters, navy blue hat, navy blue brim with the white Patriot logo front and center. The Revs are in their gray bottoms, gray tops, navy blue numbers, navy blue letters with yellow trim, navy blue hat, navy blue brim with the white Y front and center. 55 degrees and overcast. You got 287 running parallel to the left field wall. The train tracks that run north to New York City parallel to the right field wall. And you've got the American flag whipping beyond the batter's eye in dead center field. Game 1 of 70 here at home at TD Bank Ballpark. Remember, the first year of Somerset Patriots baseball was 1998, the Atlantic League's inaugural season. But Somerset, they were like the Road Warriors that year. TD Bank Ballpark was not built yet, so they played all 100 games that season on the road. TD Bank Ballpark did not open up until June 7, 1999. In fact, it was called Commerce Bank Ballpark at the time, and a few years later it was changed to TD Bank Ballpark. But it's always been the jewel of the Atlantic League. Year 17 of Somerset Patriots baseball here in Central Jersey at TD Bank Ballpark is officially about to get underway. Somerset 3-3 on the year, York 3-4. Mickey Story is ready. Brandon Boggs gets in from the left side of the batter's box, and it is just about go time here from TD Bank Ballpark. Capacity crowd on hand. The hot dogs are sizzling, the cotton candy is fluffy, and we're just ready for baseball. First pitch is low and in. It's officially go time at 7:16 p.m. Eastern Time. We are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League. It's 317 on the left field line, 315 on the right field line, 365 in the gaps, and 402 to dead center. Those are the mentions here at the ballpark. Fastball away, count 2-0 here to Boggs, hitting 192, no homers and 1 RBI. Spent time with Bridgeport last year. Now he switches allegiances and plays for the Revs. The 2-0. Letter high for a strike, count 2-1. Left to right in the outfield, Eggleston, Tucker, Marrero. Left to right around the diamond, Vidal, Andino, Spears, Hopkins, and the battery mate of the aforementioned Mickey Story, his backup catcher James Skelton. The 2-1 is poured down Broadway for a strike. 2-2 count. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the first inning, no score. First game of the 3-game weekend set between the Revs and the Pats. It'll be a 2-2 here to the center fielder with a two-tone bat, black barrel, brown handle, white batting gloves. The breaking ball, just getting a piece to stay alive, was Boggs. And the count is 2-2 here to Brendan. Brendan was promoted to affiliated ball last year after starting the year with Bridgeport, and he's hoping to replicate that success, starting the Atlantic League and work his way back to the bigs. He was in the bigs with the Rangers and the Brewers just a few years ago. The 2-2 here to Boggs. Pulls an outside pitch weakly to second. Shoot up by Spears. Sidearm throw to first to Hopkins. Well in time. And there's one away. Top of the first inning. One out. Nobody on. And we're scoreless. And here comes Wilson Valdez. In his third straight year in the Atlantic League. Valdez played for Camden in 2013. York in 2014. He's back with the Revs after an all-star season last year where he led the Atlantic League in stolen bases with 55. He became the first York player to lead the league in stolen bases. In fact, he set a York franchise record for most stolen bases, and he was 35 years old last year. The previous York record was 28. He had 55, pretty much doubled the York record for most steals in a season. Fastball up, count 1-0. 36 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Recently played for the Phillies just a few years back. 5'11", 160-pounder, hitting .241 to homers, 3 RBI. Shows bunt, pulls back, it's a called strike. Sticks across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Umpires for you this evening. Steve Leonardo at first, Alex Scandalous at third, and the crew chief is the home plate umpire, Tony Sania, the veteran. It'll be a 1-1 here to the righty. Change up, flutters in for a strike. Count balloons to 1-2. Great crowd on hand. Our front office was working so hard these last 7 months just to get ready for a night like tonight. And we'll have 69 more of these, too. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pulled the string on Valdez. Way out in front of the changeup was Valdez. 2 away. Mickey Story's got some great secondary pitches. He's got a wipeout slider, a breaking ball that falls off the kitchen table, and a changeup that just parachutes out towards the plate. Mickey Story, the pitcher, he was recruited by John Hunton. They were teammates in the A's organization back in 2010 in the minors, and they've kept their friendship. And when Story was released from the Blue Jays organization over the winter, Hunton reached out to him. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Here comes Eric Patterson. He set an Atlantic League record last year with 17 triples, already with 1 triple this year. 2 homers, 5 RBI for the All-Star year ago, hitting .269. Georgia Tech product, takes a called strike, and the count escalates to 0-2. 2 outs, no one on. Top of the first, we're scoreless. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Eric Patterson, his 3rd straight year with the Revs. This guy can spray the ball to all fields. The second baseman takes a breaking ball high. Count 1-2 here to Patterson. York, they've got some pop. They've hit 6 home runs this season. That leads the Atlantic League. The 1-2. Breaking ball called, strike 3. Patterson was looking for the express. He got the looping local from Story. 1-2-3 go the Revs. Through 1/2 inning of play, it's none for York. Somerset, they're coming to bat in the bottom of the first right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Patriots! First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field. Going back is Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup.
A 1-0.
This ball is gone. Off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset!
From live sports and event streaming to creative and compelling commercial production, utilizing cutting-edge technology invented and refined over the past decade, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Our customized, state-of-the-art mobile broadcasting unit allows for a versatile, uninterrupted broadcast to coincide with a crisp, clear picture that can be viewed on your phone, tablet, or computer. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots.
Centerville, one of America's best hospitals and proudly the official healthcare provider of the Patriots. Visit them online at rwjh.com.
Spearhead Staffing is Somerset County's award-winning IT staffing and recruiting company. Visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. That's spearheadstaffing.com. Thomas S. Bauta Roofing, LLC is your local roofing experts proudly serving Somerset County. Call us today at 732-560-7500 or visit us online at thomasballardoroofing.com. Bottom of the first we go. We're scoreless. It'll be the righty Tucker, the lefty Spears, and the righty Neal against hard-throwing righty Anthony LaRue, 6'4", 225-pound, 32-year-old from Carlisle, PA. So he's pitching for his home state squad on the season. 1-0 record, 1.80 ERA in one outing. This will be his second start of the year. Last year, he made 5 starts with York, went 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA, pitched so well for the Revs, he earned a promotion to AAA with the Angels organization. First pitch to Tucker is inside, count 1-0. Tucker off to an inauspicious offensive start, just 2 for 25 this year. Does have 3 ribbies. In for a called strike, count 1-1. Tucker says on fireworks nights he brings out his swagged out spikes. So he's wearing the neon yellow cleats tonight because we're going to have fireworks after the game. And he shoots this one to deep right field. Going back is Limonta. That will be over his head. It'll 3-hop against the wall. Tucking digging for second. It's turbo time for Johnny. He's digging for third. It's a stand-up leadoff triple for Johnny Tucker. All he needed to do was come home. He loves playing here at TD Bank Ballpark. Back for his senior season, according to Brett Jody. The fourth-year Patriot comes through with a leadoff 3-bagger. And here comes Nate Spears, who had the day off yesterday. He's hit safely in 4 of his first 5 starts, 263 hitter, no homers, no RBI. Let's see how Mason aligns his defense. To me, you got to play the infield back here in the first inning with nobody out and a runner on third. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And Spears shoots this one down the right field line. It's going to hook just foul. 3 feet foul on the right field line. Just a loud strike from Nate. 0-1 count, runner on third, nobody out. Bottom of the first, we're scoreless. I am Justin Answell, live on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC. Thanks for spending part of your Friday evening with me. Capacity crowd on hand. 1-2-3 inning for Mickey Story in the top half of the first, and Somerset in business here in the home half. The 0-1, and Spears lays down a bunt. Tucker's breaking for home, and he's caught in a pickle, and he's going to be out. Oh, terrible base running right there by Johnny Tucker, who's out on the one unassisted fielder's choice. As Nate tried to sneak a bunt against York, he bunted it right back to the pitcher. Tucker broke for home on a safety squeeze, and LaRue fielded the ball with a 6'4" frame and immediately ran down Tucker without even throwing the ball. So that's really wasting a leadoff triple. So runner on first, 1 out. Scoreless, bottom of the first, and here comes Thomas Neal. Last night's offensive spark plug, he broke up the no-hitter in the 7th inning with a single through the right side. He had a leadoff double in the 9th inning that led to the Chris Marrero game-winning RBI single. Marrero's on deck. It'll be an 0-1 here to Neal, one of 9 ex-big leaguers on the Patriots. Neal spent time with the Cubs, Indians, and New York Yankees in the show. He said his favorite team of the 3 was the Yankees. Swing and a miss, count 0-2. He told me when he was in with the Yankees, his locker mate was Ichiro Suzuki. And he said guys like Mariano Rivera and CC Sabathia and Derek Jeter could not have been nicer to the young pup at the time. Neal hitting 286, no homers, no RBI in the midst of a 4-game hitting streak, and it's going to balloon to 5, and he sprays a single through the right side. It was hit so hard that Spears has to stop at second. So a 5-game hitting streak for Thomas Neal. Runners on first and second, 1 out, bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless, and here comes Chris Marrero, who began the season 2 for 20, but since that sluggish start, in his last 2 at-bats, he's 2 for 2 with 2 RBI. The Miami native had the game-tying RBI single in the 9th inning against all-star closer Tim Gustafson last night that evened the score at 2. And then in the next inning, he gave Somerset an insurance run by making the score go from 3-2 to 4-2 with another RBI single. It was an extremely resilient win for Somerset last night, and they're hoping to carry that momentum here in Central Jersey. Breaking ball away, count 1-0 here to Marrero. Marrero hitting 182, no homers, 3 RBI. The ball just has a unique sound when it leaves Chris Marrero's wooden stick. This guy's a special player, former first-round draft pick. And he hits this one up the middle for a base hit. Spears rounding third. Spencer's waving him. He's going to score that at throw. It's another RBI single for Chris Marrero. Thomas Neal goes to third. Marrero goes to second on the throw. And the Patriots draw first blood. They lead 1-0 here in the first. So Marrero's 3 for his last 3 with 3 RBI since starting 2 for 20. Hitting is definitely contagious. Good base running by the Patriots to advance an extra 90 feet as the throw came home. So what a great start. Triple fielder's choice, single, RBI single. And here comes Greg Hopkins. Hopkins hitting .222. Grew up in Massachusetts, went to college in New York. Now he's playing pro ball in New Jersey. Slider away, count 1-0. Mason's going to keep the infield back. He's going to give up another run here in exchange for an out. Hopkins is the only Patriot to homer this year. There's been a power outage here with Somerset. Only 1 homer through the first 6 games. That 1 home run, it was a big one. It was a game-winning 2-run homer in Southern Maryland Sunday afternoon that broke the scoreless tie in the 7th in Game 1 of the double dip. Another slider away, count 2-0, 1 out. 1-0 Somerset leads, bottom of the first inning. 2 men in scoring position. Neal at third, Marrero at second. The 2-0 to Hopkins. He takes a bell tie strike. Count 2-1. I mean, how deep is this Somerset team? You've got Matt Gamble, an ex-big leaguer, on the bench. You've got Scott Cousins, an ex-big leaguer, on the bench. It's a really talented squad that John Hunton put together this past offseason. The 2-1. Weak chopper to the third base line, foul. The real Shane Spencer will pick it up in the third base coach's box. The 3-time World Series champion with the New York Yankees in 98, 99, and 2000. That's not the imposter from Albany that we had to deal with from a few years back. It'll be a 2-2 here to Hopkins. Infield back, 1 out. Runners on second and third. RBI sac fly, RBI ground out will do the job here. And instead it's just going to be a cue shot foul on the first base line. So Hopkins is ahead of the off-speed pitches, but behind in the fastball here in this righty-righty matchup. He's got to find that in-between point and straighten something out. Anthony LaRue, the pitcher, was an 11th-round draft pick by the Braves in 2001 out of high school. He actually graduated high school the same day he was drafted, so he was quickly employed. This ball's lifted deep down the right field line. Going back is Limonta to the warning track, to the wall, just foul. Oh, 3 inches foul. Otherwise, it would have been a bases-clearing triple for Greg Hopkins. It hit near the top of the wall, deep down the right field line, about 313 feet down the right field line. It's 315 feet down the line. He just missed a 2 RBI triple, did Hopkins. Hopkins has some power. We've already chronicled his lone homer this season, the team's lone homer. You know, when he was in college at St. John's, he was teammates with World Series star from a year ago, Joe Panik of the San Francisco Giants. Panik was the shortstop. Hopkins was the third baseman. Talk about a great left side of the infield. Check swing foul. Count 2-2. St. John's would make it to a super regional that year when they were on the left side of the infield. It really reminds me when Troy Tulowitzki and Evan Longoria were on the same left side of the infield at Long Beach State in the early 2000s. Hopkins, a former product of the Milwaukee Brewers system. 2-2 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third, infield back, bottom of the first. Patriots lead 1-0. The 2-2. Cranked down the left field line, foul, and the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up as it rolls near the tarp area. So Hopkins, he's either late or he's behind. He's got to straighten something up here, but he's making Anthony LaRue work right now. LaRue was in the show with the Braves from 05 to 07. Then he was with the Royals in 09 and 2010. Totals in the show, 1-7, 7.48 ERA in 20 games, 11 starts for Anthony. The 2-2. Ground ball right back to LaRue. He looks back the runner, throws to first, 2 away. Well, you feel like Somerset should be up like 4-0 in this half inning, and it's only a 1-0 ball game. 2 outs, runners on second and third. A couple of unproductive outs from Spears and now Hopkins. And here comes Aaron Eggleston in his 3rd year with Somerset. He used to play for the York Revolution back in 2009, so an emotional game for Aaron. Aaron hitting .300 in the season, no homers, 1 RBI. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Fastball up, count 1-0 here to the 33-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada. Vegas, it's really the place to be this week. Other than Central Jersey, the place you want to be is Las Vegas for the big fight, Mayweather versus Pacquiao tomorrow night. The 1-0. Ground balls, could this sneak up the middle? Backhanded by Patterson, off-balance throw to first. Oh, he got him. What a pretty play by the all-star Patterson. Backhanded that ball behind the second base bag in one fluid motion through to first to get Aggie. Should have been a lot more for Somerset, but they do draw first blood and get a run. 1-0 Somerset leads. Top of the second we go on SPN.TV and the new talk radio 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store, family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Johnson University Hospital features state-of-the-art operating suites with equipment designed specifically for kids and the latest in robotic and minimally invasive techniques. Once again, thank you to tonight's game sponsor, Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
The second inning is brought to you by Somerville Aluminum, full-service home remodeling. Serving New Jersey since 1950. Visit our new state-of-the-art showroom on 20 County Line Road in Branchburg for all your home remodeling needs. Do your project once, go with the pros. Somerville Aluminum, call them at 908-725-8401. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Top of the second, 1-0 Somerset leads thanks to the RBI single by Chris Marrero in the bottom of the first inning. Somerset did strand 2 men in scoring position, but they do have the lead for Mickey Story, who's thrown 6 scoreless innings in his Atlantic League career thus far. Fastball up and in here to Andres Perez. Count 1-0 here to the New York City native. Perez in his 3rd straight year with the Revs. The cleanup hitter takes a fastball up and away. Count 2-0. If you're Mickey Story, you want a shutdown inning here. Pitching coaches and managers will tell you the most important half inning for a pitcher is that ensuing half inning after your team scores some runs, particularly giving you the lead. You need to get your offense back to the plate while they're hot. Swing and a miss in the changeup. Count 2-1 here to Andres Perez. It's time for the Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships upcoming events calendar. Well, this is the first game of a 3-game weekend mini set here for the Patriots. Just a little homestand of 3 games. The team will have an off day on Monday after a 7:05 game tomorrow, a 1:05 game on Sunday. And they'll head to Sugar Land for a mini 3-game midweek trip in the Lone Star State Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So 9 of the first 12 are on the road. 2-2 the count here to Perez. Nobody out, nobody on. Top of the second, 1-0 Patriots lead. Mickey Story on the bump. We'll tell you a little bit more about Mickey after this 2-2 offering to the leadoff hitter here in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight strikeouts for Mickey Story. 4 up, 4 down thus far. Mickey Story is a really good guy. 31st round draft pick by the Oakland A's in 2008 at a Florida Atlantic University where he was a social science major in college. Florida Atlantic is in Boca Raton, Florida, in South Florida. He once threw a no-hitter in college in 2006, but when he made it to pro ball, managers and pitching coaches and general managers really wanted him to be a reliever. You know, this is his 8th year of pro ball. This is just his 7th career start. And you would never know it. The fact he threw 5 scoreless innings against Southern Maryland on Sunday, and he's retired the first 4 batters of this game against a very good York offensive club, and he struck out 3 in a row. 1-1 count here to the lefty. Brendan Jones hitting .261 in the year out of Panama City, Florida. The 1-1. Fisted foul behind home plate. Count escalates to 1-2. Story did make it to the show, splitting time with the Astros and the Blue Jays in 2012 and 2013. 29 games in the Bigs, 0-1 record, 4.19 ERA, 34 and a third innings pitched, 33 hits, 40 Ks, and 11 walks. It'll be a 1-2 here to Jones. Breaking ball away, 2-2 as Mickey's looking for his 4th straight strikeout. He spent last year shuttling between single, double, and triple-A with the Blue Jays organization, so he was really a nomad last year. The 2-2, breaking ball called, strike 3. Wow, 4 straight strikeouts for Mickey Story. 1-0, Somerset leads, 2 outs, top of the second. And here comes Brian Pounds. Pounds played for the River Sharks last year and was an all-star. Had a renaissance season where he hit .283. He actually homered in the All-Star game at Constellation Field. 2 outs, no one on. 1-0 Somerset leads top of the second. 5 consecutive batters have been retired by Story to start this game. He's got 4 consecutive strikeouts. 2 looking, 2 swinging. The 1-0 here to Pounds. Andrew Kerrigan struck out the side to end last night's game. Story trying to strike out the side here, and he's got a 1-1 count here to Pounds, who went to the University of Houston. Pounds grew up a diehard Astros fan. Story is an ex-Astros player. And the Houston Astros, they're the best team in Major League Baseball right now. Who would have thought that? Great crowd on hand here for the home opener of 2015. Pounds has a homer and 4 RBI, hitting .348. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. Mickey Story going for his 5th straight strikeout. And he's looking to strike out the side. Mickey Story's off-speed pitches are working. The wipeout slider, the changeup that parachutes out towards the plate, the beautiful breaking ball. I think he's got to go back to his secondary stuff. The 1-2. He goes with the slider, wipeout slider, swung on and missed, strike 3. 5 straight strikeouts for Mickey Story. 1-0 Somerset leads. We go to the bottom of the second on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Would you like to showcase your group or organization in the heart of Central Jersey? Then the Somerset Patriots have the perfect opportunity for you. Groups of 30 or more can now reserve their spot to take the field at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater before a game this season. Have your school's band drum up a performance to remember on the field, or have your dance company pull out a showstopper to begin the night's entertainment. You can even bring your martial arts group out to pump up the crowd before the game. There are also plenty of opportunities for the singers to get involved. From performing a song of your choice to honoring America with the Star-Spangled Banner, singers can take center stage right before the game begins. All of these groups can enjoy special discounted tickets at our group rate, beginning at just $8.50. So visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 today to find out how your organization can be seen by thousands in Central Jersey's hometown ballpark.
McKenzie is going to be our winner. Let me give her one more shot here to get it through. McKenzie is our winner. Congratulations. We're going to get back for you now. Inaugural Archery Challenge. Brought to you by the Heritage Guild. There you go. Nice job.
Affinity Federal Credit Union. Banking, investing, advising. Learn how you can belong to something better at www.joinaffinity.com. Supercuts, details that matter. That's why we end every haircut with a refreshing hot towel finish, so you'll leave feeling clean and ready to go. Find a location near you at supercuts.com. Bottom of the second, 1-0. Somerset leads. Right now we're all foaming at the mouth about Mickey Story. That breaking ball is fantastic. Oh my goodness. 5 straight strikeouts for Mickey, 6 up, 6 down. We go to the bottom of the second. Patriots lead 1-0. Lower third of the order due up. Here's Robert Andino. Fastball away. Count 1-0 here to the shortstop, who spent 9 seasons in the big leagues. Off to a sluggish start in the Atlantic League, hitting 188, no homers, no RBI. But he shoots this one to deep left center field. Trying to track it down, though, is Brennan Boggs, the center fielder. And he makes the catch about 350 feet away. Just a loud out for Andino. 1 out, no one on. Bottom second, 1-0 Somerset leads. And here comes David Vidal. Vidal's a super utility man. He can play every position. He's actually the third-string catcher on this team as well. Vidal had a chance to be the hero last night. Bases loaded, tied at 2, top of the 9th inning, but he struck out looking. Somerset would end up winning an extra, so it was a moot point. First pitch in for a called strike to the 25-year-old from Miami, Florida. Count 0-1. Vidal getting the nod at third base today. The 0-1. Low and away. Count 1-1. Vidal against Anthony LaRue. LaRue we've told you he's been in the big leagues with the Braves and Royals before. He's actually played in Korea as well. This ball is hit on 4 hops to short. Gloved by Valdez. The throw is low, but dug up by Perez at first, and a beautiful backhand pick, 2 away. 1-0 Somerset leads. Bottom of the second, 2 outs, no one on. And here comes the backup catcher, James Skelton, who returns to the Somerset Patriots for the first time since 2013, as last year he spent half the year in Lancaster, half the year in Southern Maryland. LaRue had Tommy John surgery after the 2007 season, so he missed all of 2008. He plays his winter ball in Venezuela. This guy's a good athlete. He was Pennsylvania All-State quarterback and a punter in high school. Had some Division I offers, but he took the money as an 18-year-old and was drafted by the Braves in the 11th round at a high school in Dillsburg, PA. The 0-2 is lined over the lunging shortstop's head, opposite way into left field for a 2-out base knock. And here comes Johnny Tucker. So good job by James Skelton, who's a perfect number 9 hitter because he turns the lineup over nicely. Good piece of opposite field hitting. And Skelton's a catcher that can steal some bases, a rarity in baseball. And here comes Tucker. And I think Skelton may be going here. I mean, what do you have to lose? If Skelton gets caught stealing, well, then you have your leadoff hitter, Johnny Tucker, leading off the bottom of the 3rd inning. And if Skelton makes it safely at second, well, then you've got Tucker up with a runner in scoring position, and Tucker already has 3 ribbies this season. Skelton's on the move. Slider low and away, and he's going to steal second uncontested. You know, it's like these guys listen to SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC on the base pass. Great stuff right there. I love the call from Brett Jody. We're sharing a brain early on in the season. 1-0 Somerset leads. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. Great steal right there by Skelton. That'll be the first of many for James. He's a very unique catcher. He's got some legs, and he's not afraid to use them. Fastball upstairs, count 2-0. So just like that, Somerset's trying to manufacture a 2-out run here. Tucker had a leadoff triple, his first time up. 3 for 26 to start the season is Tux. The 2-0. Fastball up, count 3-0. With the ex-big leaguer with the Bo Sox, Nate Spears on deck. Tucker should be taken right here in a 3-0 count. Anthony LaRue, he's obsessed with cars. That's his hobby and specialty. 3-0 is in for a strike, 3-1. He owns over 12 different kinds of vehicles, whether it be cars, trucks, motorcycles, or off-road machines. He's a mechanic in his free time. The 3-1, breaking ball spun foul down the right field line. Count 3-2. LaRue said when he was in the big leagues, he learned the most from Tim Hudson. That was when Hudson was on the Braves and LaRue was on the Braves as well. Now Hudson's on the Giants, just won a World Series last year. And LaRue says his pregame superstition, to eat a sub from Jimmy John. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Skelton is stranded in scoring position. LaRue has bared down when it's mattered most, but his team trails 1-0 through 2. Top of the 3rd we go. 1-0 Somerset leads on SPN.TV and the new talk radio 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
60 seconds to see if he can get 10 balls in the target right over there. You ready, Timmy? On your mark. Get set. 60 seconds, go. All right, let's see what he can do. First one just sitting right off the edge there. Going forward here, Timmy. Just a little bit high. Bring it down a little bit there. Bring it down just a little bit more. 50 seconds left. He's got 48 seconds and still looking for that first one. Here we go. We got a gift bag here from Branchburg Sports Complex. He's got 40 seconds. Going to get him a little bit closer there. Just fired. All right, he's got 37 seconds. Oh, he's got 2. Made it up for lost time. 3 in 32 seconds. He needs 7 more. 4, 5 with 25 seconds to go. 6. He needs 4 more with 22 seconds. He needs 3. He needs 3 more in 19 seconds. He needs 2 more. He is getting close. 15 seconds. 1 more. 1 more. 10 seconds. Not out. He got it. Nice job. All right, you set the standard for the year. 51 seconds. Nice job. There's a gift bag from Bridgewater Sports Complex. One of the area's largest, most exciting indoor sports facilities. Bridgewater Sports Complex with batting cages, volleyball, basketball, arcade, 9,000 square foot laser tag arena. Bridgewater Sports Complex. Stop by, enjoy the excitement.
Rebounders Medicine is where family fun and fitness come together in a whole new way. Rebounders features 2 separate arena-style trampoline arenas.
Lower third of the order due up for the York Revolution. 1-0 Patriots lead. Mickey Story has struck out 5 consecutive batters, 6 up, 6 down for Mickey, making just his 7th career start. And you never know it. Mickey is some sort of pitcher. And you know what? Somerset has been looking for an ace the last couple years. I feel like that's kind of been their Achilles heel. They've lacked the ace. And what's knocked them out of the playoffs is an ace, like a John Brunell in 2013, a Chris Schwinn in 2014. And you know what? Somerset may have an ace right now in Mickey Story. The question is, how long is this guy going to stay around the Atlantic League with a breaking ball like that? I don't know. First pitch in for a called strike, count 0-1 here. To Johan Limonta, who was an all-star a year ago out of Havana, Cuba, hitting 143 on the season. Limo hit over 400 against Somerset last year. And he pops this one up deep to right field. This ball is carrying. At the warning track is Marrero, and it's gone. A hanging breaking ball thrown by Story, and that ball just kept carrying with this win, and it's gone. The Atlantic League leading 7th home run as a team for the York Revolution, and just like that, the streak of 5 consecutive strikeout ends and the shutout ends. The lead has evaporated. It's a 1-1 game here in the 3rd. So Mickey kind of went to the well one too many times with that secondary stuff, and the breaking ball hung a little bit too much over the fat part of the plate, and Limo turned on it. Ball was aided by the wind as the wind is whipping out to right field. 1-1 is the score. Fastball up and in, count 1-0. In the top of the 5th inning, we will have a special guest here on SPN.TV. I will be joined by Dr. Brian D. Agnew, the Senior Vice President for Development at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. So we'll catch up with Dr. Agnew. It'll be a 2-0 count here to Willie Cabrera, who was just signed today, so this is his first at bat. Count 3-0, and maybe Mickey's rattled by that home run that he gave up. It was his first run that he allowed this season. Had thrown 7 shutout innings, and then that home run really caught everybody by surprise. The 3-0. In for a called strike, count 3-1 here to the DH, Willie Cabrera. But Mickey Story, he's just fantastic. Career 3.81 strikeout to walk ratio. He pounds the zone. The 3-1. He walked him. A rare walk issued from Mickey, and I think he's still thinking about that home run that he just gave up. 1-1 the score, top of the 3rd. Runner on first, nobody out. And here comes the 9-hitter, Salvador Paniagua, who may be thinking about bunting here. Mickey Story, in his free time, he loves to collect sneakers. He's a shoe fanatic. He told me, and you're not hearing this wrong, he owns over 400 pairs of shoes. His favorite brand, Michael Jordan's. Breaking ball in for a called strike, 0-1. To put that in perspective, I don't think I've ever owned more than 4 pairs of shoes at any one time in my life. And Mickey owns 400 pairs. He showed me some pictures of his closet back at home in Florida. It's just boxes of shoes, swing and miss, count 0-2. So when this guy gets road meal money, he starves. He'll just go to the nearest Nike outlet or Adidas store or Foot Locker, DSW, Famous Footwear. He'll go anywhere. Coles. The 0-2 here to Paniagua. Called strike 3. 6th strikeout of the game for Mickey Story. 1 out, 1 on, 1-1 the score. Top of the 3rd, and here comes Brennan Boggs. 2nd time for the order. We'll see what adjustments York can make. It's time for the Nissan scoreboard update, brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. Very quickly here, and this really is the busiest weekend in sports. But Mets and Nationals scoreless, bottom of the 3rd. Yankees up 1-0 in Boston in the 3rd. Kentucky Derby's tomorrow. Mayweather-Pacquiao fight is tomorrow night. NFL drafts going on right now. You got NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. Grounder to 2nd. Spin 360 by Spears. Throw to 1st, 2 away. Advancing to 2nd, though, is Cabrera, but there are 2 outs. Atlantic League scores for you. Full slate of Atlantic League activity going on. Ducks up 4-0 on the Skeeters in the 5th. Crabs blanking the Barnstormers 2-0 in the 3rd. River Sharks and Bluefish scoreless in the 2nd. But Jameis Winston went number 1 last night to Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota went number 2 to the Titans. The Giants bolstered their offensive line. The Jets took a defensive lineman. Here comes Wilson Valdez. Breaking ball away, count 1-0. I cannot remember a busier weekend than sports. I mean, it's obviously headlined by the opening weekend here at TD Bank Ballpark. The undercard is the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. It'll be a 1-0 here to Valdez. Hit hard down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, and it's going to sift foul in the Patriots' pen, and it'll bounce in the lawn sitting area. Valdez hitting .233. He has been one of 6 strikeout victims thus far. Runner on 2nd, 2 outs. We're all tied at 1. Patriots scored a run in the 1st inning on a RBI single by Marrero. York tallied the equalizer on a leadoff homer here in the 3rd by Limonta. It'll be a 1-1 here to Valdez, 36 years old. One of the elder statesmen on this Revs roster. Cue shot right back to Story. Fields it, underhand toss, well in time to 1st. To Hopkins, inning over. But York ties it at 1. Bottom 3rd next on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
This is Jersey. Things happen here. Big things. We had a kid from Hoboken do it his way and become chairman of the board. We had a girl who grew up in Ridgewood find the voice that made her an American sensation. And every week, millions of winning lottery tickets make people's day and change people's lives. This is what's happening right now. The Jersey Jackpot Instant Games with prizes all the way up to $1 million. Anything can happen in Jersey.
Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems is the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. Plumbing, heating, electric, and air. One call takes care of it all. Weltman Home Services, that is. 888-WELTMAN is the phone number, or find us on the web at weltmanhomeservices.com. Mark Schwartz and Andy Selecki doing a great job on our TV production end. Dave Raich pressing all the right buttons in our CTC headquarters about 15 minutes away. I'm Justin Antwell. Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. We are tied at 1. 1-0 count here to Nate Spears, who hit into a fielder's choice on a failed bunt safety squeeze attempt his first time up. He's got a 2-0 count. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station identification, the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. 2-1 the count here to Nate Spears. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom third, tied at 1. 2, 3, and 4 to up against LaRue. Swing and a miss on top of that breaking ball. Count 2-2 to Spears. Spears' wife and son are visiting him this weekend, so that's got to make Nate a happy guy. You always play better when your family and friends are in attendance. It'll be a 2-2 here to Spears. He pulls an outside pitch weakly to his counterpart at second. Patterson chews it up. Soft toss to first, well in time, and there's one away here in the third. Here comes Thomas Neal. Neal has already extended his hitting streak to 5 games. Happy 2015 home opener to all you Somerset Patriot fans. Thanks so much for tuning in. 18th year of Somerset Patriots baseball. This is a franchise that's made the playoffs 11 of their previous 17 years. They've made the playoffs the last 2 years. But each time Somerset made the playoffs the last 2 years, they ended up losing to the eventual champion. Hopefully the third time's the charm in the Brett Jody era. The 0-1. This ball is fisted out to center field. It's in the park. Not even moving a muscle is Brennan Boggs, who lost in the lights momentarily. Then he makes the catch. 2 outs. No one on. Tied at 1. This is kind of an odd game. You feel like Somerset should be up about 6-1. But Mickey Story has 6 Ks. He's only allowed 1 hit, 1 run. Somerset has 4 hits, but just 1 run to show for it. They've stranded 3 runners in scoring position. And here comes Chris Marrero. This guy is extremely hot. He started the season 2 for 20, but in his last 3 at-bats, he's 3 for 3 with 3 different RBI singles. Responsible for the lone red, white, and blue run this evening. Fastball in for a called strike, count 0-1. And Chris kind of reminds me of Luis Montanez from the past couple of years with Somerset, in a sense that this guy could hit for the cycle. You could see him on the bus after the game. He could also get the golden sombrero. You would never know the difference. He just has a real even keel to him. And you need that in baseball. Little cue shot, weakly hit to first. Perez flips it to the pitcher, who covers just in time to get the hustling Marrero. And that is the first 1-2-3 inning for LaRue. Through 3, a third of the way through this contest. We're all even at 1 here between York and Somerset. Top 4 next on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Come play with us! BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop in for a game or book your next family fun outing and experience the best laser tag in New Jersey. Arcade games for all ages. Win tickets and take home great prizes just like the Shore. BSC also offers exciting party options in a fun and unique environment. Sports leagues, camps, and child development programs. BSC has something for everyone. Stop by and join the excitement.
Okay, class, as you know, today is career day, and we have a very special guest in.
View a full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe?
Okay.
Jason Bisson is 40. Bev Lyons is 60. Happy birthday, Caroline Melhorn. Happy birthday to Joshua Owens and Tyrone Malone.
For over 100 years, Carrier has offered specialized services to care for individuals suffering from psychiatric and addictive disorders. Visit www.carrierclinic.org to learn more. Somerset Hills Memorial Park and Mausoleum is the choice for family heritage. Conveniently located just off 287 in Basking Ridge, New Jersey, Somerset Hills Memorial Park offers peace, respect, and dignity to those we serve. A third of the way through this contest, all tied at 1. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for York. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Somerset. Mickey Story on the bump. He'll face Patterson to get things going here in the road half of the 4th. In for a called strike, count 0-1. It's time for the Robert Wood Johnson injury report, and there are no injuries to talk about for Somerset, but we will talk a lot about Robert Wood Johnson next inning when we talk to Mr. Brian Agnew. Pop up behind the plate. Skelton tosses away the mask, makes the one-handed catch right where the umpire usually stands, and there's one away. And here comes Andres Perez. The cleanup hitter struck out swinging his first time up.
Number 7, Andres Perez.
Perez out of New York City. Good to see so many familiar faces back at TD Bank Ballpark. So many fun promotions we've got going this year. Liner right into the mitting of Vidal, who doesn't even move a muscle. L5 for scoring at home, and there's quickly 2 away. And here comes Brennan Jones, who struck out looking his first time up. But it really is one great family. I mean, look at that crowd if you're watching on SPN.TV.
Left fielder number 31, Brennan Jones.
I mean, a capacity crowd on hand. This is affordable family fun at its finest. And here's the breaking ball to Brennan Jones. He takes a called strike, count 0-1. We're all tied at 1, top of the 4, 2 outs, no one on. On a breezy night here in Central Jersey, the sun is set, the lights are beaming down on this beautiful facility, the 0-1. Breaking ball away, count 1-1 here. Mickey Story, this guy's something special. You just wonder how long he's going to stay around in the Atlantic League with this kind of plus stuff. Low and in, count 2-1 here to Brendan Jones. Next half inning will be joined by Patriots senior advisor Bob Mulcahy. We'll catch up in the state of Somerset. We'll talk a little Rutgers as well with Bob, a great friend of mine and the program here. The 2-1. And this ball is fist into shallow right center field. On the run is Marrero, backpedaling his Spears. Tucker calls everyone off in the Bermuda Triangle to make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Story. He has retired 6 in a row. Through 3.5, all tied at 1. Bottom 4 next on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best. Leading pediatric specialists, right-size technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are the only specialty.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, that's... Hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
AT&T are giving fans a chance to vote for the next team bobblehead. You can vote for Adam Donahue, John Hutton, or Johnny Tucker. Vote at SomersetPatriots.com now through May 30th. AT&T covers more than 95% of all Americans.
Attention Patriot fans, Bridgewater Diners are proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Located at 1244 Route 22 in Bridgewater, it is just a foul ball away from the ballpark. Bridgewater Diners is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. Trune Associates is sponsor of the lawn seating area at the ballpark. At Trune Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people understand your needs. Trune Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. Bottom of the 4th, all equal at 1. Greg Hopkins will get things going. I'm Justin Antwell, and joining me this half inning is Somerset Patriots senior advisor Bob Mulcahy and close friend of the program. Bob, welcome back to Somerset, year number 17 here in Central Jersey.
Justin, it's nice to be back here. And it's nice to be opening night. You know, there's a certain thrill with opening night. I sense it down on the field. And I said to Steve, I said, you know, you continue to do so much for young people. When you look through the crowd and you go out on the concourses, you got so many young people. It's really terrific. And we continue to go on, and they do a great job.
Hopkins strikes out on 3 pitches to start the bottom of the 4th inning. This really is affordable family fun. It's fun, and it never gets old. There's something new every year, right?
Right, and I had to go get my usual hot dog, too.
The food's great here.
But you know what? It's nice to have you back, too.
You're very kind. I appreciate it.
Well, you were out there with my old friend Joe Susan at Bucknell during the off season.
It was an amazing experience. I had the time of my life at Bucknell. I mean, nothing's like Somerset, but I did like Bucknell, and you know Coach Susan well, too.
Yep.
Here's Aaron Eggleston, 0-1 count here. Swing and a miss, count 0-2 here.
The unfortunate thing tonight is we should have at least 2 runs, if not 3.
You must have been listening to SPN.TV and 1450, because I've been saying the same thing, kind of wasted some opportunities, particularly in that first inning with the bunt attempt was kind of odd.
It was he went with the bat, and the ball went right there, and it was a dead pigeon after he hit a beautiful triple.
Eggleston now strikes out swinging, so LaRue is in a real good groove right now. He is retired 6 in a row. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, all tied at 1, and here comes Robert Andino. I'm Justin Ansel. I'm joined by Bob Mulcahy, Somerset Patriots senior advisor and close friend of the program. How's your family doing, Bob?
We're doing good.
Good. This ball's lined to second. Finish up your thought here.
No, I'm doing fine.
You're doing fine?
I even last Sunday, Rutgers played Seton Hall here in baseball. And it's something
very cool.
You know, it goes back to the days when we had the Big East tournament here, and those were good days and a lot of fun. But and I've been trying to push him to play here, so
good. Well, 69 more home games to catch up. We appreciate the time.
Yeah, and we got a big football season coming up too this year.
It should be a lot of fun. We can't wait to see what Coach Flood has in store.
You got it.
Bob, thanks so much. That's Bob Mulcahy. I'm Justin Ansel. We're going to come back, talk about Robert Wood Johnson, tied at 1, top of the 5th on SPN.TV and the new talk radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
If you cheer the loudest, your button just might win. First base is going for the black one, the third base is going for the red one, and the fans in the home plate area.
Somerville Aluminum is a full-service home remodeling company.
Our new state-of-the-art showroom provides our team with the tools they need to help you realize your dream home. Under one roof, you can touch and feel decking materials, check out our working shower display, or walk through our fully functional kitchen.
Seeing is believing, and we welcome you to visit us at our new location at 20 County Line Road, Branchburg, New Jersey.
This month, get 10% off siding and roofing projects.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Available today on the concourse. Brought to you by tonight's game sponsor and the sponsor of our post-game fireworks, the Somerset Healthcare Foundation. Leading off the
Top of the 5th inning we go. We're all tied at 1. Due up for the York Revolution. It'll be 6, 7, 8 in the order. Poundsley, Monta, and Cabrera. I'm Justin Ansel, and joining me this half inning is great friend of the program, Dr. Brian D. Agnew of Robert Wood Johnson. Dr. Agnew, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me here, Justin.
So tell me, what's going on with Robert Wood Johnson right now? It's the 1-year merger. So we're so glad to have you as partners as we're going to look into the camera.
Perfect. Good evening, everyone. So there's tons of things happening at Robert Wood Johnson Somerset. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary partnering. We have many wonderful things happening in the organization. A lot of wonderful changes coming as well.
You threw out the first pitch today. It looked like a strike. You've been practicing a lot for that?
You know, when they told us that we had to do this, I said, let me throw a couple.
Absolutely. Let's just fix your mic a little bit here.
Perfect.
1-1 is the count here to Brian Pounds. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. But was there a lot to do when you guys merged with Somerset Medical Center to Robert Wood Johnson? Was that a really busy transition?
There was a lot going on with that. One of the things we wanted to do was make sure we brought the cutting-edge medicine from an academic medical center to the community hospital here. We found wonderful partnerships with the physicians in the community. We are rolling out, the cath lab is now open, providing high-end cardiology services to the community. The renovations in our lobby are just being finished, and so I hope everybody comes by to take a look at that, because that's exciting also.
Absolutely. How big is it?
The lobby, it's the same lobby that you knew and loved. It's just getting a complete makeover.
Lobbies are important in hospitals. It kind of sets the tone, right, when
That's
you get
right.
in, right?
That's right, and you come into a welcoming smile when you walk into Robert Johnson Somerset.
Absolutely. When you fill out that paperwork, you got to be comfortable.
Well, let me tell you, paperwork is going away. We're looking to move to electronic kiosks as well.
How about that?
Uh-huh.
This is unbelievable. 2-2 count here to Brian Pounds, who struck out swinging his first time up. And he lofts one down the right field line, foul. Count 2-2. We're joined by Dr. Brian D. Agnew, Senior Vice President for Development. So you're a doctor. What's your specialty, Dr. Agnew?
So everybody says that, and I laugh about that one. I'm a doctor that doesn't have an MD. I'm a PhD.
Okay.
My focus is on organizational leadership and helping people get to where they need to go and helping to turn things around appropriately. So it fits as we talk about transitioning into this new age of healthcare.
Where'd you earn your doctor's?
Rutgers, right here at home. Rutgers University.
Scarlet Knights.
Scarlet Knight, indeed.
We just had Bob Mulcahy on, the former
I saw
Rutgers
Bob on the
athletic
field
director.
as we were throwing out the pitch. He gave me some good advice. He said, aim high.
It was a good strike, so he taught you well. He's a great friend of the program as well. 2-2 the count. Nobody out, nobody on. Tied at 1, top of the 5th inning. What's your relationship like with the Somerset Patriots? Seems to be a great bond.
Yeah, so our chair of the Somerset Healthcare Foundation is Steve Califer, and everybody knows and loves Steve Califer and the Califer family. We're proud to partner with them in everything that we do, and so Robert Johnson University Hospital and the Somerset Healthcare Foundation have been partners with the Somerset Patriots, and that will continue.
You got the Scarlet Knight color hats and the Robert Wood
Like
Johnson.
that,
Is
like
that intentional or
Let me
by
tell
accident?
you. Well, Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital was also the official hospital for Rutgers. Ooh,
Okay.
Watch that one. Foul ball up in the air there.
Foul side at first. Hopkins squeezed it with 2 hands, and there's one away here in the 5th. But continue. About the Rutgers partnership as well.
Yeah, so we pride ourselves on taking care of the Rutgers community. We are the official teaching hospital for the Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School, and many of the Rutgers athletes love to come by and spend some time with us as well.
You got to take care of Coach Flood's kids.
That's right, and the entire athletic program.
Yeah, you're right. There's
and
so
the entire
many,
athletic
so many
program.
great varsity sports going on in Piscataway right now. 1 out, no one on. Tied at 1, top of the 5th inning. Fastball up and away. Count 1-0 here to Johan Limonta. He tied the game at 1 in the 3rd on that majestic homer. Deep to right field and a hanging breaking ball thrown by Story. That's really been Story's lone mistake in this game. So you a big baseball fan, Dr. Agnew? What's your sport of choice?
See, I'll be honest. My sport
you
of
don't
choice.
have to say baseball.
My sport of choice is football.
Football.
And so
okay.
I am excited to see the Rutgers season open.
Good.
I have season tickets for Rutgers football, but I am a wonderful supporter of the Somerset Patriots as well. So I'm excited to be here, enjoying the night. Looking forward to those fireworks tonight too.
Absolutely. Ground ball to first, fielded by Hopkins. Will step on the back. High Point Solution Stadium. That's a great venue.
It is, and that expansion that took place really set the tone for Rutgers' athletic growth, and so exciting about that. And I'm a resident of Piscataway, New Jersey, so I live not far from that stadium and love what it's done to the community there as well.
Absolutely. Tied at 1, top of the 5th, 2 outs, no one on. All right, how can people find out more information about Robert Wood Johnson?
So it's very simple. rwjuh.edu is the place to look at. You'll see coming up next week is National Nurses Week, and so across the country the nurses are being celebrated. Right here at home in Somerville, we're celebrating the Magnet Nurses at the Somerset campus of Robert Wood Johnson. So, there's a lot going on, a lot happening in the community, and we're really proud to be here.
You love the family-type atmosphere in Somerset because family is something that Robert Wood Johnson prides himself on, and that's what Mr. Califer preaches too, right?
Every day. Family is the most important thing. You see it tonight as you see Josh and Jonathan on the field with him. It's important to this community to have the family environment, to have a place that you can go on a Friday, Saturday night, that you don't spend every dollar that you have to come out and enjoy. And so, I think it's wonderful to have the Somerset Patriots here in our community.
Pop up right side. Nate Spears drifting back. Is he going to make the catch? Yes, he will, and the inning is over. Dr. Brian D. Agnew, thanks so much for your time. Continued success.
Thank you very much for having me tonight. Have a good evening.
Go Rutgers and enjoy National Nurses
Go
Week.
RU.
And go Patriots. That was Dr. Brian D. Agnew. I'm Justin Antwell. 1, 2, 3, go the Revs. Halfway through this contest, tied at 1 on SPN.TV and the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com. or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Concourse is Otis Spunkmeyer Cookie Time. Enjoy a tasty chocolate chip cookie available.
Reps Fitness Supply, the ultimate fitness store, wants to pump you up. From treadmills to home gyms, Reps has it all at the guaranteed lowest price. With no money down, no payments or interest for 6 months, why wait? Experience Reps' huge 5,000 square foot showroom on Route 22 East in Somerville today and save. Looking for a great deal in a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. A very busy, active opening day here from the Fullerton.com press box. Bottom of the fifth, halfway through this contest, we're all tied at 1. 1 run and 1 hit for York, 1 run, 4 hits for Somerset. LaRue still on the bump. His first pitch to David Vidal is lined in the netting behind home plate. Count 0-1. So we're locked in a good pitcher's duel between LaRue and Story. LaRue's been able to escape from some jams. Second and third in the first, survived unscathed. Stranded a runner in scored position in the second as well. Breaking ball found in the midning of the catcher, Paniagua. Count 0-2. Paniagua in his 5th year with York. I feel like the guy's been around forever. Here's Vidal. He's in his 1st year in the Atlantic League, a former product of the Cincinnati Reds farm system. The 0-2. This breaking ball is served into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and making a sliding attempt for the catch is Boggs, and it's going to skip past him and roll to the edge of the warning track, and this will lead to a double for Vidal. It was a do-or-die play for Brendan Boggs. He was unable to trap it. He slid head first, and now the trainer's got to come out as he seemed to get tangled up as he hit the outfield grass, diving head first, was unable to trap the ball. It ricocheted behind him, and a good job by Brendan Jones to back him up. If Jones, the left fielder, does not back him up right there, that might have been an inside-the-park home run, but Vidal gets himself a leadoff double. So that ends the streak of 7 consecutive batters retired by Anthony LaRue. So runner on second, nobody out. Bottom of the 5th inning, and James Skelton's the batter. Now, you got some options here if you're Brett Jody. You could bunt with Skelton, who's a very good bunter, or you could let Skelton swing away and hope that if he's going to make it out, he would pull the ball to the right side and get Vidal over to third and set up an RBI sac fly / RBI groundout situation. Mark Mason and the trainer, KJ Choi, is out to check on the center fielder, Boggs, who awkwardly tumbled in left center field trying to make an acrobatic catch. It's a bit chilly outside, so hitting the hard grass cannot be a great feeling. And Boggs going to stay in this game as Choi and Mason will come back to the York bench down the third base line. 1-1 the score, bottom 5. First of 21 meetings between York and Somerset this season. We'll go to York in just a couple weeks. Skelton is from West Covina, California. He's at the plate. You know, Skelton's career on-base percentage is .390. All this guy does is get on base. You look at him, he's 5'11", 165 pounds. You're like, there's no way this guy's been a catcher in pro ball for 11 years, but that's been the case. He has defied the odds. He's a great guy. Despite the fact he was on Lancaster last year, he did not get a championship ring. Now, he was not on the postseason roster because he was on Southern Maryland at the time. But he was on Lancaster for the majority of the year, but he told me he was not going to get a ring, so kind of has a chip on his shoulder. He wants to get one this year. Somerset was by far the best team in 2013, but they were upset by the Ducks in the playoffs. Skelton didn't even play in the playoffs. He had a concussion. Ground ball down the right field line, count 1-1. So Skelton's really hungry in his third year in the Atlantic League to try and get that elusive ring. 1-1 count, runner on second. Nobody out, bottom of the fifth inning. Somerset looking to retake the lead. Somerset's played a handful of low-scoring games thus far. You know, the offense just has not erupted for Somerset yet. And Skelton shows bunt, pulls back. It's a breaking ball away, 2-1. This team's only hit one home run for the first 6.5 games. And coming out of spring training, there was a lot of talk about the propensity to hit the ball out of the yard. With guys like Cousins, Gamble, Marrero, and Neal, and Andino in the lineup. The 2-1. And Skelton does lay down a bunt. LaRue fields it. He's only got one play to first. It's a sac bunt for Skelly. Advancing to third is Vidal. Skelly will get some hugs and hand pounds from his teammates in the dugout. And now Mason probably is going to bring the infield in here. In a tie game in the bottom of the fifth, one out, a runner on third. Here comes Johnny Tucker, who's 1 for 2. It's been a feast or famine type day for Tucker. That one hit was a triple to right field. His other at bat resulted in a strikeout. So Jody playing for one here, and the Somerset bullpen's thrown 23 innings and allowed just one run. That's good for a 0.39 ERA. So Jody's feeling like with his ace story on the hill, play for just one run here. You got a great back end of the bullpen that's well rested. You know, you should be able to protect a 2-1 lead if you can get this run across. It's 90 feet away. 0-1 count here to Tucker. Just took a change up for a strike. Tucker with 3 RBI. 3 for 27 this season. Grounded in the third base line found. The count pushes to 0-2 here to Tucker, who grew up in California, went to college in Florida. Played pro ball in the Nationals and Orioles organization. And now he finds himself back in Somerset for a 4th straight year. He's found his niche here in Central Jersey. This ball is grounded through the left side for a base hit. A go-ahead RBI single by Johnny Tucker. Breaks the 1-1 tie. Patriots lead 2-1 here in the 5th. So how about Johnny Tucker? This guy had 2 hits in his first 6 games. He has 2 hits in game number 7 alone. Vidal scores, and that's great baseball. Double, sac bunt, RBI single. That's the way you manufacture a run. Great job by Jody, Spencer, Dommel, and everybody to really manage that run very nicely. Here comes Nate Spears, who's 0 for 2. Spears in an 0 for 7 drought. Tucker's got good wheels. Looked like he was leaning, but they throw back, and he gets back into first in time. So 2-1 Patriots lead. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out, runner on first. 3rd time for the order here against Anthony LaRue. There's no activity in either pen right now. York last year played Sugar Land in the postseason and lost in 5 games. Somerset last year played Lancaster in the postseason. They lost in 5 games, and now there's going to be a mound visit here with Anthony LaRue. Now, the new Atlantic League pace of play rules are still in effect. They came into effect on August 1st, 2014 last year. So this is just a mound visit here with pitching coach Fletcher and Anthony LaRue. So this is the first mound visit for York. They'll have 2 more the rest of the way. And if you go to extra innings, you get an additional mound visit as the home plate umpire signals to the press box saying that's the first mound visit here. You know, since that pace of play rule has been in effect, there's never been a time where I've noticed a team just like ran out of mound visits. The only real glaring difference in the pace of play rules is the whole intentional walk thing, where you no longer throw 4 pitches out of the zone. You just signify to the umpire that you want to intentionally walk someone, then 4 pitches do not have to be thrown. The person just takes the base. We've yet to see an intentional walk this year. In for a called strike, count 0-1. But it's something the Atlantic League has really prided itself on, and second-year president Rick White is very proud of. Throw over to check on Tucker. Nothing doing. It'll be an 0-1 here to Spears. LaRue's really preoccupied with Tucker here. Tucker's not going. This ball's grounded to second. It could be 2. Patterson tries to tag out Tucker. He does, and he throws to first, not in time. Throw is wide. So it'll be a foreign assisted fielder's choice that Spears bounces into. He's safe at first, though. And here comes Thomas Neal, who's 1 for 2. Neal has already extended his hitting streak to 5 games. Two 2-1 Patriots lead in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, and a good breaking ball thrown by LaRue. Count 0-1 here to Neal. Neal from Glendale, Arizona, 26 years old. He's either played first base or DH. He can play a little bit of outfield as well. Very versatile player. And versatility is a running theme in the Somerset lineup. You got a lot of guys that can play a lot of different positions. I mean, Tucker can play center and second. Spears can play third or second. Hopkins can play anywhere. Vidal can play anywhere. Skelton could play anywhere if you want. Scott Kelly is a super utility guy. And you need that in the Atlantic League because there's no farm system in this league. You know, any given day, somebody could go down injured, somebody could go overseas, somebody could go to affiliated ball. And you need to fill that void because you can't always just call someone on the fly and get him here. Pop up near the first base camera well, and the catch is made by Andres Perez. But the Patriots re-grab the lead thanks to the RBI single by Tucker. They lead 2-1 through 5. Top 6 next on SPN.TV and the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
In a family fun zone. Whether you're at the ballpark or at home, listen to all Patriot games on WCTC 1450. Listen on the radio, online, or download the WCTC app right to your smartphone.
Health Quest, the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots since 1998. Health Quest is the place to be. Fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. Top of the 6th inning we go. It's 2-1. Patriots lead the York Revolution. I am Justin Antwell. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether it be via SPN.TV, 1450 AM on your radio dial, WCTCAM.com, or via the 1450 WCTC iPhone, iPad, or Android app. Just search 1450 WCTC in the App Store and download that free app immediately. Mark Schwartz, Andy Selecki, Dave Raish are running the show and running the board for us. Top of the 6th. Mickey Story's only allowed 1 hit. It was a home run to Johan Limonta. But due up for the Revs, it will be Cabrera, Paniagua, and Boggs. Excuse me, it will be Paniagua due up. Paniagua, Boggs, and Valdez. Fly ball in the left side, and Andino calls off Vidal to make the catch. F6 if you're scoring at home. And Mickey Story is really in a groove right now. He is retired 10 in a row. Here comes Brennan Boggs. It's time for the Nissan scoreboard update, brought to you by Nissan, innovation that excites. Choose Nissan. Ducks up 4-0 in the Skeeters in the 7th. Stormers and Crabs tied at 2 in the 5th. Sharks doubling up the Bluefish 2-1 in the 4th. Red Sox lead the Yankees 2-1 after 4 innings of play. Mets up 1-0 in the Nationals in the 5th inning. Breaking ball inside. Did he go? No, he did not. Count 1-1. After this game, we'll have a post-game show for you. We'll have a couple highlights. If the Patriots win, we'll have an interview. Give out some thank yous, look ahead to the pitching matchup tomorrow, and put a lid on the 2015 home opener. An exciting Friday at TD Bank Ballpark. First day of May. It'll be a 1-2 here to Brendan Boggs. This ball is smacked up the middle for just the second hit of the game for the York Revolution. 1 on, 1 out, 2-1 York trails. Top of the 6th. And look, third time through the order here. We'll see what adjustments York can make. They're off to a strong start as Boggs singles in his third at bat. And here comes Valdez, who's 0 for 2. Be sure to follow the Patriots on Twitter at SomPatriots, at SOM Patriots for all your news, notes, photos, video links, roster moves, blog links, press releases. We are the most active team on social media. You can like us on Instagram at Somerset Patriots. Just search. We got some cool looking graphics this year. Fastball upstairs, count 1-0. You can follow my personal account on Twitter at JAntwell, at JANTWEIL. You can give me a tweet. You can give me a follow. You can let me know what you think about the broadcast. More importantly, you can let me know if you have any questions about your 2015 Somerset Patriots. Happy to take your tweets live on air, and we can discuss some things together. It's a hit and run, grounded softly to third. Vidal bobbles the ball, throw to first. It's still going to be in time. He got him. Oh, great muster on that throw from Vidal. He bobbled the ball, but he still had enough juice on the throw without setting his feet to whiz it across the diamond. But the hit and run allows York to set up a double play. It prolongs the inning. 2 outs, tying run in scoring position. Here comes Eric Patterson, a 2-time Atlantic League All-Star. So runner on second, 180 feet away. And here comes Patterson, who always seems to hit the ball hard every time he's at the plate. This is a good player. One of the better and more consistent players I've seen in my 4 years in the Atlantic League is Eric Patterson. His brother, Corey Patterson, is an ex-big leaguer. Fouled in the left field line, count 0-1. Patterson's from Tallahassee, Florida, 32 years old. Currently resides now in Atlanta, Georgia. He was an 8th-round draft by the Cubs in 2004. He made it to the show with the Cubs and the A's and the Red Sox and the Padres. In the big leagues, hit .217 with 10 homers and 50 RBI. This is his 11th year of pro ball. Hit .275 with York in 2013, .301 last year. I mean, this guy's just a consistent player. He's always going to hover around 300 for you. He's going to handle the glove well at second base, steal bases for you, get extra base hits. He can wreak havoc. The 1-1 to the lefty from Story. Breaking ball too far inside. Count 2-1 here. But what Mickey Story's showing you is that he can be an ace in this league. And that has kind of been what Somerset has been searching for in the Brett Jody era. An ace. And they may have one. It'll be a 2-1 here to Patterson with 2 outs and a runner on second. This ball's lofted to deep left. Eggleston drifts back. He corrals it, makes the catch. Thread over. A shutdown inning for Mickey Story. 2 hits, 1 run through 6 outstanding frames for the 29-year-old. Bottom 6 next. 2-1 Patriots lead on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Saturday, May 2nd, Saturday, July 11th, and Thursday, August 20th. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their pack's banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. Also, a parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative 2015 Scout patches available for just $1.50. So visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
Is your old phone system putting your business on hold? IdeaComm Communications Group can help. IdeaComm has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from IdeaComm on your team by calling them today at 973-857-4440. That's one call that'll save you money. At Supercuts, our expert stylists know how to get your cut just right. You'll leave feeling and looking sharp. Go to supercuts.com to browse our style gallery and check out our professional product selection. There's something for every hair type. Supercuts, a cut above the rest. Getting their cuts in here in the bottom of the sixth inning will be Marrero, Hopkins, and Eggleston. Righty, righty, lefty. 4, 5, 6 in the order. 2-1 Patriots lead, bottom six. LaRue still on the hill. Mickey Story, 76 pitches thus far as Marrero cranks this one to deep left field. On its way, there it goes, it's gone! Chris Marrero, touch 'em all. A big insurance run for the Patriots, his first blast of the season, and the Patriots lead 3-1 here in the sixth. Oh, a great shot from Chris Marrero. He's really feeling it. 4 RBI in his last 2 games. He's showing why this guy has first-round potential. He was a first-round draft pick for a reason. He is a great player. You watch this guy take batting practice. It's a privilege. I mean, they should charge people to watch this guy take BP. That's how special he is. The ball just has a different sound when it comes off his bat. Fastball up, count 1-0. And look, he got off to a slow start. This is a guy who started 2 for 20 this season. But since starting 2 for 20, he's 4 for his last 5 with 4 RBI. Hitting's contagious. 4 for his last 5 with 4 RBI for Chris Marrero. A leadoff homer to left. That was just the second home run hit by the Somerset Patriots all season. The other home run was hit by Greg Hopkins, who's at the plate right now. 3-1 Patriots lead here in the sixth. That home run was brought to you by AT&T, Rethink Possible. The power is possible with the Somerset Patriots. Liner down the third baseline foul. Count 2-2 to Hopkins. You know, despite the fact Chris started 2 for 20, there was really no panic with that guy. That's why nobody was really worried about Chris Marrero. He's just real calm, cool, and collected. High chopper back to the pitcher, and he's just going to step in the bag himself for a rare 1 unassisted putout. 1 out, no one on, 3-1 Somerset leads, and that's a huge insurance run because, look, the way the Somerset bullpen's been going, this may be more than enough. The bullpen's thrown 23 innings of just 1-run baseball this season. That's good for a 0.39 ERA if I use my microscope right, because those numbers are microscopic. Mickey Story would be in line for the win. It would be interesting to see if Story comes back out for the 7th. He's at 76 pitches through 6 innings of 2-hit, 1-run baseball. There is a righty warming up in the pen right now, though. It's hard for me to get a feel for who is warming up. Breaking ball to Eggleston is punched back where it came from, up the gut for a base knock. And Aaron Eggleston's hit safely in 3 of his last 4 games. 1 on, 1 out, 3-1 Patriots lead, bottom 6. And here comes Andino. The curse of the Andino, Robert Andino. You know, a lot of people say that what plagued the Red Sox in 2011 was beer and fried chicken. They're wrong. It was Robert Andino that single-handedly knocked out the Boston Red Sox the final week of 2011. This guy had 3 clutch hits against the Bo Sox, a couple at Fenway Park, and then a walk-off hit at Camden Yards. Low and away, count 1-0, and that ended the Terry Francona era. Kind of into the Josh Beckett, Adrian Gonzalez, Carl Crawford era. I mean, it wasn't that bad for the Red Sox. They had one bad year with Bobby Valentine, and the next year with John Farrell, they won the World Series. Subpar year last year, and they got a loaded team this year. Henley Ramirez already hit 10 home runs in the month of April. But Andino's a household name. The 1-1. Also played for the Marlins a little bit as well. Count 2-1 here to Robert Andino. And Andino was recruited to Somerset by Donahue and Tucker because they all were best friends in the Orioles organization just a few years back. Now, Tux and Don never made it to the show, but Andino did, but they still became great friends. Baseball's one big fraternity, one big family. I mean, you never know when you need a job, somebody may be able to help you out. And Andino was released in the offseason, and he was looking for work, and Donahue and Tucker said, hey, come play for us and be our shortstop. And it's been a nice fit thus far. The 2-2 here to Robert with a runner on first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good changeup from LaRue to catch Andino out in front. 2 outs, 1 on. 3-1 Patriots lead. Marrero hit a home run in this inning, and here comes Vidal. He has doubled and scored a run. Fastball upstairs, count 1-0 here to Vidal. Vidal went to Miami-Dade Community College. Hunton spent 1 year at Miami-Dade Community College, and that's how he knew about Vidal. That's how Hunton brought Vidal over to Somerset. It's always interesting to see how these guys hear about Somerset. But Hunton's uncle's the hitting instructor for Miami-Dade Community College and highly recommended David Vidal to John in the offseason. Fouled, count 1-2. I mean, Hunton has done such a great job building this roster. There was a great feature story in today's Courier News by outstanding beat writer Mike Ashmore. I highly suggest people to log on to mycentraljersey.com and read that profile on Hunton. It's about 800 words, a really lengthy piece, comprehensive, but a real good look at the inside of John Hunton. Liner to short. Corralled by Vasquez, inning over. 2/3 of the way through this contest. 3-1, Somerset leads. Top 7 next on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Be right back.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Somerville Aluminum is a full-service home remodeling company.
Our new state-of-the-art showroom provides our team with the tools they need to help you realize your dream home. Under one roof, you can touch and feel decking materials, check out our working shower display, or walk through our fully functional kitchen.
Seeing is believing, and we welcome you to visit us at our new location at 20 County Line Road, Branchburg, New Jersey.
This month, get 10% off siding and roofing projects.
Okay. Sanofi is an integrated global healthcare leader with U.S. headquarters in Bridgewater, New Jersey. We work to prevent and treat the diseases we know about today, as well as those we may face tomorrow. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. 2/3 of the way through this contest, the Patriots are nursing a 3-1 lead. And the new pitcher in the game for the Somerset Patriots will be Daniel Sattler. So Sattler's on the hill. So Story leaves after 76 pitches, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. And he'll pass the baton to another hard-throwing righty. This one, Daniel Sattler. Get you Sattler's numbers on the season. As I sift through my slew of papers here we go. Sattler, 1-0 record, 2 games, 2 innings pitched, no runs, 2 Ks, 2 walks. For the product out of Purdue University, Daniel Sattler. Sattler's had some arm history problems. He's had Tommy John surgery before. He's had reconstructive shoulder surgery before. But he says he feels healthy now, and he can throw up to 96 miles per hour. This guy can throw some cheddar. Fastball, slider, curve, change, and a 2-seam. Can throw 5 pitches for strikes on any count. Spent last year in the American Association with St. Paul and Wichita on a 1.84 ERA in 40 outings and 44 innings. This guy's good. He's a good pitcher. First pitch strike, count 0-1 here to Andres Perez to start the 7th. Low and in, count 1-1 here. 4-5-6 due up for York. Patriots leading 3-1, and this bullpen has been dynamite. 23 innings, just 1 run allowed through the first 6 games from this Patriots pen. That's a 0.39 ERA. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. And it's kind of fitting that this bullpen's stellar because John Hunton's the director of player personnel. He's the architect of this team, and he's the closer. So he has a great eye for talent, particularly at the back end of the pen. This bullpen, I mean, anyone could be a closer. Kerrigan, Newby, Chiarte, Sattler. And this team is without Jason Lowy. Remember, he retired. The 1-2. Called strike 3. Down looking goes Andres Perez. Happy 2015 home opening day for the Somerset Patriots. I'm Justin Antwell, live here on SPN.TV, our first of 20 games streamed live exclusively on the Somerset Patriot Media Network. Somerset get off to a great start. They played it a run in the first inning. Mickey Story would strike out 5 consecutive batters from the first to second inning. Somerset would give up a home run, though, in the third to Johan Limonta, tied the game at 1, but Somerset would take the lead in a Tucker RBI single and got an insurance run in the 6th and a Chris Marrero homer, just the 2nd home run in 7 games hit by the Somerset Patriots. Marrero's in a groove, 4 for his last 5 with 4 RBI. And now the baton is passed to the bullpen. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. And the bullpen's really been a strength for the team since John Hunton and Jody began their regime after Sparky Lyle became manager emeritus at the tail end of the 2012 season. You know, like I keep saying, the downfall was lacking an ace for a starting pitcher. It was never the bullpen that was the problem. And Hunton's always said, you know, it's really tough to find starting pitching. It's easier to find bullpen guys because bullpen guys can just max out for 1 or 2 innings. It's hard to find quality guys who can be starters that can last 6, 7 innings in a game. They usually are an affiliated ball. It'll be a 3-1 here to Brendan Jones, who's 0 for 2, righty pitcher, lefty batter. 3-1 Somerset leads, 1 out, no one on. It's a 5-pitch walk here to Jones. So all of a sudden the tying runs come to the plate for a team who's got a lot of power in York. York's hit 7 home runs this season. That's by far the most in the Atlantic League. And here's Brian Pounds. Pounds has 1 of those 7 home runs. One out, 1 on. Sattler would love to turn a double play right here. Low and in, count 1-0. Sattler was a highly regarded prospect at a high school. I mean, he really could have gone to almost any college he wanted to. He was down to between Stanford and Miami. Ended up choosing the University of Miami, but he only lasted a year there. Ended up leaving, needed reconstructive shoulder surgery. Never ended up pitching for the Hurricanes. Transferred to nearby Purdue in West Lafayette. In for a called strike, count 1-1. The most notable Purdue alum has to be Drew Brees, Super Bowl winning quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Was drafted by the Chargers out of Purdue. But the Big Ten, it's a good baseball program. Rutgers is now in the Big Ten. The 1-1. Here to Pounds. Will not be made. They're going to throw over and check on Jones. Nothing doing. But I guess maybe the formula is Sattler, Newby, Hunton. Now, Newby and Hunton both pitched yesterday. I think they can definitely go again. It'll be a 1-1 here. Fisted foul in the right field line. Count 1-2. What a great crowd on hand. This has been a lot of fun. Want to sing congratulations out to General Manager and President Patrick McVary. This is our first time to publicly acknowledge that he's done such a great job. Mr. Califer anointed him with a 8-year contract extension in the offseason. Fastball away, count 2-2. And you know, that's the backbone of this organization. That's the man that makes this well-oiled machine go. A smoothly operated function at Somerset. I mean, everybody's smiling. The food is good, the value's good, and the on-field product's even better. Line down the right field line, count 2-2. And I think the reason why Somerset's been able to be so successful is, you know, they've had a lot of stability with this with this franchise. I mean, Sparky Lyle's been there from day one. They've only had one owner, Mr. Steve Califer. You've got guys like Dave Merrick, Mark Rusinoff, Patrick McVary, who've been here since the get-go. And other executives in the front office have been here for quite some time as well. I mean, Brett Jody's been here for 12 years. He brings back his coaching staff for a third straight year in Dommel and Spencer. They've got great continuity and chemistry together. Hunton's here for 4 years now. Donahue 4 years. Tucker 4 years. The 2-2 here to Pounds. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's kind of been Somerset's mantra. They've had a great product since '98, the winningest franchise in the Atlantic League, and it just keeps getting better. It'll be a 2-2 here to Pounds. 1 on, 1 out. 3-1 Somerset leads top of the 7th. Sattler on the bump. Ground ball to short, third. This should be 2. Oh, Vidal drops it, and everyone's going to be saved. That should have been an around the horn 5-4-3 double play, but Vidal dropped it on the transfer, and then he just put the ball in his back pocket. Wow, that was costly. Inning should be over. Now, you can't presume the double play, but that was his routine of a double play as a kid. It was a 3-hopper chest high, and Vidal dropped the ball, transferring the ball from his brown mitt to his bare hand, and everyone's safe. E5 on Vidal. 2 on, 1 out, and here comes Johan Limonta. He's responsible for the lone rev run. It was a majestic blast deep to right on a hanging breaking ball by Mickey Story. Fastball up and away, count 1-0. Johan's been prone to pull an outside pitch here, so he's susceptible to the 4-6-3 double play. Righty pitcher, lefty batter. Johan Limonta only hitting .167, hit his first home run of the season back in the 3rd inning. Does not swing at that outside pitch. Count 2-0. Force anywhere except home. Big spot in this one here with Jones on second and Pounds on first. The ball has not left the infield in this inning, but the Revs are threatening. 2 on, 1 out. Just 2 hits for York, but they're still somehow showing a pulse and in this game. The 2-0. Hits the black part of the plate in the outside corner. Count 2-1 here to Johan Limonta. It's Limo time. Limonta's walk-up song at Santander Stadium is Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. A unique walk-up song choice. He's a career .294 hitter with York. Good player. Swing and a miss. Count 2-2. He was looking for another home run right there. That would have given York the lead. 31 years old, 20th round pick by the Mariners in '06. From Havana, Cuba. Currently resides in Miami. Played a little bit in the Mexican League last year as well. Hit .305 in Mexico, .302 with York. Look, this guy's a pro. He enjoys playing beach volleyball He likes to go hiking and climbing in his free time. His favorite athlete, Jackie Robinson. The 2-2. Foul down the left field line out of play. We'll do it again. He became a U.S. citizen in 2012. And he was friends with former big leaguer Sean Kelly, who was a political science major, and it was Kelly who helped him study for a citizenship test. Pretty cool. It'll be a 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, nasty wipeout slider by Daniel Sattler. His second K of the inning. 2 outs, 2 on. 2-run lead for Somerset, top of the 7th. And here comes Willie Cabrera, who's making his York debut. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Cabrera was signed because Mike DeMark, the ex-Patriot, who's now on York, is on the DL with a back injury. And here comes Brett Jody. He's going to have some words here with Daniel Sattler. Now, Jody kind of ran to the mound, so I don't think he's going to take Sattler out. This is just a mound visit here, and this will be the first mound visit for Somerset. The home plate umpire signals through the press box, notifying everybody that's the first mound visit for Somerset. So each team only has 2 mound visits left in regulation. You'll get an additional mound visit if we go to extra innings. It subtly affects the strategy of the game, but like I was talking about before, there's never been a case where somebody's like ran out of mound visits. At least in the short amount of time that the pace of play rules have been installed. Well, Willie Cabrera can etch his name in York history with a huge hit right here and get his team back in it. He represents the go-ahead run. 2 outs in the 7th. Check swing, did he go? It did not matter. Tony Sena calls it a strike. Count 0-1 here to Willie. Willie Cabrera. I still can't get over how Bridgeport had 3 different players with the last name Rodriguez on their team, and 2 of them, his name was Louis Rodriguez. And both Louis Rodriguez's middle initial began with the letter A, so you couldn't even go by their middle name. They were both Louis A. Rodriguez, and they're on the same team. It was really confusing. And then there was the fake Daniel Fisher, who Ricky Van Asselberg forgot to put on the lineup card. That was just a really confusing series. It's an 0-1 here to Willie Cabrera, the only Cabrera on the team. There are a lot of Cabreras in this world. Popped up in the infield. Nate Spears should have it, and he does. Daniel Sattler wiggles out of the jam and picks up his teammate Vidal, who made a costly error. We are through 6.5. Get up and stretch your extremities. If you're watching or listening on your couch at home, bottom 7 next. 3-1 Patriots lead on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best. Leading pediatric specialists, right-size technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are the only specialty.
Okay. Shopping for a new car? Hit a home run with all the great deals available now at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Comfort, privacy, and a panoramic view of the action are what you and your guests will enjoy as you take in a game from a private suite at TD Bank Ballpark. Suites are available for single game rentals or partial season plans and accommodate between 30 and 40 guests. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to book your suite. today. Let's pause for 10 seconds station identification on the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Bottom of the 7th we go. Fans just got done doing the Cotton Eye Joe dig, one of the traditions here at TD Bank Ballpark during the 7th inning stretch. The following hitters will be due up for Somerset. It will be Skelton, Tucker, and Spears, 9, 1, and 2 in the order. We got a new pitcher in the game for the York Revolution. LaRue is done. He would be in line for the loss. And Joe Harris is the pitcher, 6'3", 205-pound southpaw from Douglasville, PA. Returns to York for a second consecutive season, does Joe Harris. Harris, 3 games, 2.2 innings of hitless, scoreless baseball. The lefty from the stretch with nobody on, throws a fastball high, count 1-0 here to Skelton. Skelton's had a nice game. He has singled, stole a base, and he's also laid in a sac bunt that led to the second run of the game for Somerset. Set up the RBI single by Tucker, who's on deck. Skelton pops up the bunt. It goes foul behind home plate. Count 1-1. Marrero has 2 of the 3 RBI. Tucker has the other RBI for Somerset. Last couple opportunities here for Somerset to tack on some insurance runs. It'll be interesting to see who pitches the 8th inning for Somerset. You know Hunton would get the nod in the 9th. But there are a variety of characters who could get the ball in the 8th. Bo Shears, Kerrigan, Newby. In for a called strike. Count 1-2. This bullpen is the strength of this team. And a great bullpen takes some pressure off the starting pitchers. It'll be a 1-2 here to Skelton. Blooped into the netting behind home plate. We'll do it again. Skelton's just a professional. Drafted by the Tigers at a high school in the California area. He just loves baseball. His favorite professional team is the Oakland Raiders. Breaking ball away. Count 2-2. The Raiders drafted a Mary Cooper, 4th overall last night. The wide receiver out of Alabama. The 2-2. Foul in the netting behind home plate. We'll do it again. But I'm really glad Skelton's back with Somerset. You know, I thought it was a mistake last year to not bring him back. They elected to go with Damaso Espino as the backup catcher. And look, nothing against Espino. He did a fine job. I mean, we all know Don, he's, you know, the #1 catcher. But I thought this team just missed Skelton. So dynamic and unique as a backstop because he can run and he's so versatile. He's a lefty. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Skelton down swinging. Ball skips away from the catcher. Paniagua gets an angle, throws to first for the 2-3 strikeout putout. 1 out, bottom is 7. 3-1 Somerset leads. Here's Tucker. Tucker's had a great game. This is a guy who started 2 for 25 his first 6 games, but today he's 2 for 3. Well, the Flemington Department Store post-game show after this. We'll talk with Mickey Story if the Patriots end up winning. Mickey was great. Final line for Story, 6 innings, 2 hits, 6 Ks, 1 walk. This season, 11 innings pitched, 4 hits, 9 Ks, 1 walk. Wow, this guy's good. It'll be a 1-0 to Tucker. Low and away, count 2-0 as the temperature is dropping to the low 40s right now, so see a lot of fans whipping out their Somerset sweatshirts. Got some great merchandise in our team store near the entrance plaza adjacent to the turnstiles. This ball is grounded on 3 hops to short, gloved by Valdez. Clean throw to first in time, and there's 2 outs. Here comes Spears, who's 0 for his last 8, 0 for 3 today. Great crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. Friday night fun. School's winding down. At least colleges. For colleges, kind of final exams are approaching. Reading days are coming up. Now, elementary, middle, and upper schools, they're probably not going to end until around Memorial Day weekend, so one more month of school left. In for a called strike count 0-1, but soon summer will be here, and you'll see even more kids out. The weather will get even better. We'll have some camp day games coming up. Those are always fun. Swing and a miss. Count 0-2 as Nate Spears is in a little bit of a drought right now. Jody gave Spears the day off yesterday. And Jody's really good at resting guys. I mean, today he's resting Scott Cousins and Matt Gamble. And it's a luxury to be able to rest guys when you have so much depth on your team. But you can't wear these guys out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Spears 0 for his last 9. 1-2-3 go the Patriots against Joe Harris. 3-1, Somerset leads through 7. Top 8 next on SPN.TV and the New Talk Radio, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
The time has finally come, Patriot fans. Opening weekend is upon us as the Somerset Patriots return home for a 3-game series against the York Revolution. Time to get patriotic. Friday night brings our opening night celebration with a post-game fireworks show presented by Somerset Healthcare Foundation. Every fan in attendance will also receive a 2015 Patriots schedule magnet. The fun continues on Saturday with the first 1,000 kids receiving general admission Oyo minifigures, courtesy of Weltman Home Services. Then join us on Sunday for Kids Opening Day, with the first 1,500 kids receiving youth jerseys presented by TD Bank. There will also be a pregame autograph session presented by Somerset County Park Foundation, and Kids Run the Bases in the Bees Foundation Diamond Derby. Call 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com today for your chance to get patriotic.
Using the hash mark PCR Patriots, look at scoreboard now and see if your picture has been chosen. If that's your picture on the scoreboard, head over to customer service and get a $50 gift card to PC Richard & Son. The Patriots would like to thank Edgewood Properties, Robert Wood Johnson.
For complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. Ivy Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center, located in Pearl Vision at Somerset Shopping Center. Call them at 908-685-0794 for the Bridgewater Optometric Center. PNC is proud to support the Somerset Patriots. Stop by your local PNC branch or visit us at pnc.com to see how we can help you achieve. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Mark Schwartz, Andy Slowecki, Dave Raish, board hopping for me. I am Justin Antwell, the broadcaster, live from the Fullerton.com press box. Edwin Chiarte will get the ball in the 8th inning as the Patriots nurse a 3-1 lead. 3 runs on 8 hits for Somerset, 1 run and just 2 hits for York. The offensive hero, Chris Marrero, RBI single and a home run. The pitching hero, Mickey Story. 1 run, 2 hits, 6 Ks. In 6 solid innings of work for Mickey, who's eligible for the win. He would be my guest in the post-game show. We're in the top of the 8th. Chiarte will face the following hitters: Paniagua, Boggs, and Valdez. Chiarte threw an inning and a third scoreless innings yesterday in that resilient 4-2 come-from-behind rally victory. And that win yesterday, that could springboard into something real big for Somerset, I feel like. Liner to second, caught by Spears in the fly. 2 pitches, 1 out here to start the 8th. But that's one of those wins that can just buoy you to some serious success. That was one of the most resilient wins I've seen in my 4 years here in Somerset. This team was getting no hit through 6 innings yesterday. They were down 2-0 heading into the 8th. They get 1 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th, and 2 in the 10th to win 4-2. This season, Edwin Chiarte has thrown 2 1/3 innings of no-hit, no-run baseball. This guy's a good pitcher. I mean, how good is Somerset bullpens? 3 different players already have a save. Kerrigan, Newby, and Hunton. Anyone can be a closer, literally. 3-1 Somerset leads, 5 outs away from a 2015 home opener victory. 1-1 count here to Brendan Boggs, who's 1 for 3. Boggs has the only other hit other than the Limonta homer. He singled sharply up the gut in the 6th against Story. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2 by Edwin Chiarte, who likes to change arm angles on you on the mound. He can throw over the top, sidearm. He's like a right-handed Roy Merritt, so to speak. Merritt spent the last 3 years in Somerset. We'll see Merritt next week in Texas. He's now in the Skeeters. It'll be odd to see him in a yellow and blue jersey. It'll be a 1-2 here to Boggs. Low and in, count 2-2. Edwin grew up a diehard Dodgers fan in the California area. Went to Cal State Northridge, and at Cal State Northridge, he was drafted with the Giants in 2008. It was kind of a bit awkward because Dodgers and Giants are rivals. And his family remained Dodgers fans despite the fact he was in the Giants. Now, they rooted for Edwin, but they were still rooting for the Dodgers at the big league level. 3-2 count here to Boggs. You feel like Somerset should be up about 9-0 in this game, yet this game is still in hand for York. They're a bloop and a blast away from tying this puppy up. York at 3-4 in the season, Somerset at an even 3-3. Patriots trying to go above 500 and extend their winning streak to 2. The 3-2 pulls an outside pitch to second, backhanded by Spears, slings it to first, 2 outs. Here comes Valdez, who's 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a K. So Hunton will get the ball in the 9th inning. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 8th, Somerset will look for some insurance runs. They will send up the meat of their order, Neal, Marrero, and Hopkins. Marrero's the hottest hitter on the planet right now. He's 4 for his last 5 with 4 RBI. And how about this crowd on opening night? 7,577. Outstanding job by our tremendous fans here in Central Jersey. What a crowd. It'll be a 1-0 here. In for a called strike, count 1-1. 7,577. My goodness. That's setting the bar high. It's going to be tough to top these next 69 home games. It'll be a 1-1. Low and in, count 2-1. We're going to have fireworks after the game. And the common denominator amongst Atlantic League fans is their love for fireworks. They just love them. I'll admit, I'm kind of neutral on fireworks. I really don't pay attention to them. I'm way too busy after games to even give it a look. Foul behind home plate, 2-2. But hey, if fireworks get the marginal fan to come to an Atlantic League baseball game, then I'm all for it. It's a great product. And maybe somebody just comes for fireworks, and they're like, you know what? The product in the field's pretty good. There's more to baseball than just fireworks. I'm going to come more often. Well, then we did our job. The 2-2 here to Valdez. Upstairs, count 3-2. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 7:05 on CTC. Sunday, 1:05 on CTC. Sunday, we'll have an autograph session before the game starting at noon. Kids will run the bases free of charge after the game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Edwin Chiarte, he is sensational. Q-Dog getting it done. Through 7.5, 3-1, Somerset leads. Bottom 8 next. Chance for insurance in the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, WCTCAM.com.
Coming up pretty soon is going to be the Quick Check Cup Shuffle. What you got to do is you got to follow the Quick Check cue. He is going to hide under one of the coffee cups. They're going to shuffle around. He's going to pop out once to help you out, and then he's going to go back under, and they're going to shuffle twice as fast. Maybe even 3 times as fast. If you win, we got for you a $10 gift card to Quick Check, which right now is offering 5 varieties delicious 6-inch subs with just $2.99 each. There he is. Combined with a 20-ounce iced coffee for just 99 cents more only at Quick Check. Don't look at me, Peyton, but how you doing so far? Pretty good? Yes, she says. All right. I hope you guys are following along in your seats. All right, Peyton, where's the cue? 1, 2, or 3? She says 2 pretty confidently. What do you guys say? Oh, nothing. You gonna go with 2? Final answer? Final answer, there it is. All right, nice job. Here you go. You got a $10 gift card to Quick Check. Nice. Well, thank you very much. Nice. You should all do that, all right? Next time, have that for Payne, everybody. We're going to Quick Check Top Shuffle.
This short pitching change brought to you by Dust Off. Strike out the dust in your home or office with Dust Off, the safe solution for dusty smartphones, tablets, keyboards, and all household electronics. Now pitching for the Revolution, number 10.
3, 4, 5 in order. Righty, righty, righty. And they will face the righty pitcher. Bo Vaughn, 6'5", 210-pounder from Phoenix, Arizona. He has spent time with Southern Maryland, now York. He has peaked at the AAA level, has Bo. Vaughn last year was a starter. This year he's in the pen. 3 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 5 Ks, 2 walks, 2 runs allowed thus far this season. Vaughn has a quick, funky, unique delivery. Side armor, throws in for a called strike. Count 0-1 here to Neal. Has already extended his hitting streak to 5 with a single in the first inning. It's the longest hitting streak by a Patriot player this season. And Neal said he was kind of pressing in a bit at the beginning of the year, but he was reaching for the ball. Now he's letting the ball come to him. I talked to him on the pregame show here on ESPN.TV, and he's been working real hard with Shane Spencer in the cage. And when Shane Spencer's your hitting coach, when he speaks, you're going to listen to him. Guy's got 3 World Series rings. 1-2 count, nobody out, nobody on, bottom 8. Patriots up by 2, and this ball is blooped into shallow left field. On the run is Jones, and he makes a running catch with his black mitt, 1 away. Here's Chris Marrero, the hottest hitter in the Atlantic League. He's 4 for his last 5 with 4 RBI. He has an RBI single this evening. He has a home run this evening. Last night he had the game-tying hit in the RBI single in the 9th. He had an insurance RBI single in the 10th. This guy's been clutch the last 24 hours. Everybody wants to be Chris Marrero. In for a called strike, count 0-1. This guy's got great bloodlines. His brother's in the White Sox farm system. He's got a cousin, Devin, who was an All-American in Arizona State, a shortstop in the Red Sox farm system. He was a big leaguer with the Washington Nationals not too long ago. This guy's only 26 years old, remember. Sticks across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Marrero has as many hits as the entire York team. 2, in for a called strike, count 1-2. It's a 2-run lead for Somerset here, bottom 8. Can Marrero's hot hitting continue? And Marrero calls time. The pitch was thrown, but it's a moot point. The pitch does not count. Time was granted by Tony Sania. Chris Marrero went to the same high school as Gio Gonzalez of the Washington Nationals. Low and away, count 2-2. South Florida produces some great talent, football-wise and definitely baseball-wise as well. Called strike 3, Marrero down looking. So Chris Marrero is human after all. He can make an out. He strikes out looking, 2 outs, no one on. 3-1 Somerset leads, and here comes Greg Hopkins. Well, John Hunton is warming up in the bullpen. He'll look for his 2nd save of the season. In the top of the 9th, he would have to face the heart and teeth of this Rev order: Patterson, Perez, and Jones. 3, 4, 5. It'll be a tough test for Hunton, who would love a couple more insurance runs here to work with. 2 outs, no one on. 3-1 Somerset leads bottom 8 in the 2015 home opener right here on ESPN.TV. And for a called strike, count 0-2 to G-Hop, who's 0 for 3. 2 ground outs to the pitcher, and he's also struck out. A relatively quiet offensive night here for Hopkins, who's playing first base. He started 3 different positions already this year through the first week. He started at 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Talk about a super utility guy. Every team could use a Greg Hopkins. It'll be a 1-2 here to Hopkins. Away, count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 2-run lead for Somerset. Righty pitcher, righty batter. The offering. Called strike 3. Change up buckles the knees of Hopkins. To the 9th we go. Hunton in for the save. 3-1 Somerset leads here on ESPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
When my son needed a children's hospital, I wanted the best. Leading pediatric specialists, right-size technology, and a campus where they don't just practice medicine, they teach it. A place where nurses set the standard for award-winning care and children are treated as more than just patients. I'm grateful I found everything he needed at Rutgers Robert Wood Johnson Medical School and the Bristol Myers Squibb Children's Hospital at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital.
Kids are our only specialty.
SPN.TV is your exclusive home for all Somerset Patriots content, streaming 20 games live on air throughout the season, plus tons of great programming and different shows exclusively on SPN.TV. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Top of the ninth we go. Light 'em up by Fallout Boys playing over the loudspeaker. That means only one thing. Big John Hunton is coming into pitch, or should I say Little John Hunton. The guy lost 40 pounds this offseason. Still a big dude at 6'9", 245 pounds. 3-1 Somerset leads. Top of the ninth inning we go. It will be the heart of the Revs order. Patterson, who's 0 for 3, Perez, who's 0 for 3, and Jones, who's 0 for 2 against Big John Hunton, the two-time reigning Atlantic League reliever of the year. This guy had 37 saves for Somerset in 2013. He shattered an Atlantic League single-season record last year, tallying 49 saves, breaking the previous high of 40 set by Mike Guilfoyle of Bridgeport in 2003. And this year, he's told me he wants 50 saves. Well, he has 1 through the first 6 games, looking for 2 through the first 7. Big John Hunton on the mound. I asked Hunton how he lost the 40 pounds. He said he joined Retro Fitness, and he just worked out on the elliptical nonstop. He also changed his eating habits a little bit. Fried chicken became baked chicken. Late night brownies became kind of late night yogurt, swing and miss, count 1-1. It was subtle things, and it was a busy offseason for him. He was the director of player personnel, in charge of signing all the players. He lost 40 pounds, and he's going to be a father. His baby is due October 1st. His beautiful wife, Catherine, is now pregnant. He used to work in the Somerset front office. Now she works for Univision. And Telemundo, the 1-1. In for a called strike, count 1-2. Nobody on, nobody out, 3-1. Patriots lead the Revs. Big John has over 30 tattoos. He's an intimidating figure on the mound, even though he is 40 pounds slimmer. The 1-2. Ground ball. Hunton thought about fielding it. He lets it skip by him. Spears backs him up, and he throws to first in time. Good play by Hunton just to let Spears field that ball. If Hunton had fielded it and it ricocheted off his glove, it might have been an infield single, and then the tying run would have been at the plate. Just a lousy 4-3 putout, and the Patriots are 2 outs away, nursing a 2-run lead from victory here on the home opener for 2015 in front of 7,577 fans who are actually waiting a victory and fireworks. We'll talk to Mickey Story after the game. Story, he was the story. 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. 6 Ks. He struck out 5 in a row at one point. 0-1 count here to Andres Perez. Hunton, 32 years old, from North Plainfield, New Jersey. He grew up just 10 minutes away from this ballpark. Inside, count 1-1 here for Big John. Hunton grew up a diehard Yankees fan, and he idolized guys like Mariano Rivera and John Wetland. That's what made him want to be a closer. The 1-1. Foul behind home plate, 1-2. And Hunton's really into fantasy sports. And he said being heavily involved in fantasy sports has allowed him to kind of be a successful director of player personnel / general manager. You know, he's really good at evaluating talent and picking out pieces and making trades. Instead of being fantasy, this is his reality, though. This is his life. The 1-2. Grounded in the third baseline foul. 3-1, Somerset leads top of the ninth, 1 out. 1-2 count here to Andres Perez, who has 2 Ks sandwiched around a hard line out to third. Somerset and York seem to always play close games. Another low-scoring game here for Somerset. The Somerset bullpen's just been fantastic this season. 25 and a third innings and 1 earned run allowed. Pop up, left center. Who's it going to be? Tucker Aggie. It's going to be Aggie. 25 and 2/3 innings and 1 run allowed by this pen. And here comes Brendan Jones, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. It was Story who passed the baton to Sattler, who handed the ball off to Chiarte. And now the anchor Hunton is 1 out away from notching this 3-1 opening night victory. What a performance by the Patriots. Team effort right here. They scored a run in the first inning to really set the tone. Breaking ball, too low, count 1-0 here to Brendan Jones, the lefty. Hunton is in his 4th overall year with Somerset, 3rd straight year. Was with them briefly in 08 as well, and he won a title that year. Count 1-1 here. 2 strikes away from victory. Patriots nursing a 2-run lead. It'll be a 1-1 here. 2 outs, no one on, tying run on deck. Breaking ball in for a called strike, count 1-2, and 7,577 fans will rise to their feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-1 Somerset leads. Top of the 9th inning here at the 2015 home opener. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He got him. Patriots win it 3-1. Hunton gets the save. Story the victory. Marrero the offensive hero with a homer and 2 RBI. Well, great stuff by the Somerset Patriots. It is great to be back in Central Jersey. This place is rocking. General admission, waving the American flag behind home plate. The players are giving each other hugs and hand pounds adjacent to the pitcher's mound. They're throwing victory balls into the stands, and then we're moments away from fireworks. 3-1 the final. Patriots win. They improved to 4-3. The Revs drop to 3-5. Great team effort all the way around. Next game will be tomorrow night at 7:05. But first, we got a post-game show coming up. We'll give out some thank yous. We've got some highlights. We'll talk to Mickey Story. We'll talk about the pitching matchup tomorrow and so much more. Patriots win 3-1 here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
First pitch cranked to deep right center field.
The 1-2, 2 outs, and runners on second and third.
Into deep left field. Going back at Finnick. Warning track wall. Gone. Strike 3. Got him on the changeup.
The 1-0.
This ball is gone. Off the scoreboard. Patriots win. Somerset.
Strong can heal from miles away. Unite us for a common good. And turn a simple video into endless laughter. Strong can take you all the way to the summit.
So cool!
Think what Strong can do for you.
Can I play too?
AT&T's network has the nation's strongest 4G LTE signal.
Oh, hey, Mickey. Great game, man.
Thank you. Headset?
Yeah, we're going through some commercials right now. Man, that breaking ball was nasty.
Thanks.
Basically, I'm just going to go through highlights, and then I'll talk to you. Get a little closer to me so we can...
Oh, on that camera, okay.
This is the Flemington Department Store post-game show as the Patriots win 3-1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for York. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Somerset. I am Justin Answell with the win. The Patriots win their second straight game, improved to 4-3. The Revs drop to 3-5. The winning pitcher is Mickey Story, and I'm joined by Mickey Story right now. Mickey, fantastic outing by you. 6 innings, 6 Ks, 2 hits, 1 run. What was working so well for you today, Mickey?
Just a good mix of everything. Kind of like my first time out. Today I just got a good mix in, I threw curveballs early in the count, threw sliders early, sliders late, just kind of try to keep them all balanced the best I could. The one that bit me, it happens, that's what I do. And he was sitting on an off-speed pitch. I threw him a changeup, and he got a good piece of it. But other than that, I'm good with the results.
Did you come up amped up, getting the home start opening night? Is that a little extra special for you? I know it was kind of coincidental, like it wasn't planned like this, but
Yeah.
Was it an honor though?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Anytime you come out and pitch in front of this many fans, I mean, I've done it throughout my career other times, but it never gets old, So it was special.
All right, so you retire the side in order 1, 2, 3. Then your offense really gets going in the first inning. A leadoff triple from Johnny Tucker, and then 3 batters later, Chris Marrero was at the plate. Do you just love it as a pitcher to get early run support, Mickey?
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't change a pitcher's game plan at all. Your job's to not give up any. But as soon as your guys get going and start to give you some runs, it gives you a little more cushion. So it's always good to have your offense get your back.
All right, then, Mickey, you proceeded to retire 5 straight batters on strikeouts. What was going through your mind right there? You were like Doc Good and Oral Hershiser back in the day.
Believe it or not, it's not the first time I've done that. But no,
you remember those?
Oh, it's quite a few of them, believe it or not. No, it just, once you're locked in like that and you just want to keep going and going, you don't try to get too strikeout happy and get out of your game. But, it's doing what I do, like I said, I've done it sometimes, and it's not surprising. And almost the first outing, I was almost a little kicking myself because I didn't strike out as many guys as I have prior, but today I got a good amount in.
All right, you've got a blistering fastball. You've got a wipeout slider, a changeup that parachutes out towards the plate, a curveball that falls off the kitchen table. What's your favorite pitch you like to throw?
Oh, man, it's tough. I can't give that away. Hitters might be listening. I like to say I'm balanced. I really do. I mean, I believe I can throw any pitch in any count, and that's what makes me me, and that's what makes me go. So as long as everything's working, or 3 out of 4, I should be good.
All right, so Limonta got a good pitch on a breaking ball, hammered it to right field, tied it at 1, but then your offense picked you up. It started in the, 6th inning. Vidal gets a hustle double, sack bunt from Skelton, then Johnny Tucker, the catalyst, was at the plate. I know you're a pitcher, Mickey, but is hitting contagious looking at it from an offense perspective? Because guys like Tucker and Marrero are really heating up right now after kind of subpar starts.
Yeah, definitely hit. I mean, I believe it when you're on the mound and guys get a hit and another hit, and it just seems to be contagious. I don't know if we can prove that any kind of way, but as a pitcher, it sure seems like it. And being on both sides in the dugout, seeing our guys do it, sure seems contagious.
And then Somerset would get an insurance run when Chris Marrero led off the 6th inning. And then, Mickey, how comforting is knowing this bullpen has now thrown 26 innings and only allowed 1 earned run to the first 7 games. As a starter, you just got to love it. You got to have the most confidence handing the ball off to guys like Sattler and Q and Hunt.
Absolutely. I mean, every guy down there is showing that they can pitch and showing they can pitch prior to this. So me coming out of the game in the 5th, 6th, 7th, whatever it may be, I don't even care who's coming in. I'm sure it's somebody who's going to get out. So, yeah, like you said, it's definitely a good feeling knowing that those guys are going to come in and have quick innings and get out of there.
This is how the final out sounded. He got him, and the Patriots win 3-1. We're joined by Mickey Story. A couple more for you, Mickey. Tell us about your big league time with the Astros and Blue Jays. Just how special was it living your childhood dream?
As special as you could ever imagine. I mean, I cherish it every day. I cherish it every day then, and I still know I can get back there and still believe I'm going to get back there. So, I mean, there's not a day goes by where I don't, carry those memories and strive to get where I was and where I think I belong. So, I mean, the dream's still as alive as it was as an 8-year-old kid. So,
11 innings, only 4 hits allowed, and 1 run thus far in 2 starts. Mickey, this was only your 7th career start in 8 years of pro ball. How have you made the transition to being a starter? What have you learned?
I started my whole life, so it's not a complete transition. The thing is, when I was in pro ball, I kind of got through the minor leagues and got to the big leagues so quick as a reliever that I never got a chance, but I'd always kept that starter mentality and starter routine just in case the opportunity presented itself. In this offseason, the way things worked out, it definitely presented itself. And they asked me would I be able to build up, and I go, I'm built up already, so let's see how it goes. And, I always pitched like I was a starter out of the bullpen, even if it was the 7th, 8th inning. I mean, pitching is pitching to me, whether you're in the 1st inning or the 9th inning. So getting outs is what I call myself, a guy who likes to get outs, however it may be. And if I got to get them 1st inning through the 8th inning, I'm going to try to do that. Or if I got to get it for 1 inning, I'm going to try to do that. So it's been a good transition this far.
And 2 personal questions for you. How much does your family just drive you and support you? I know you've got 2 beautiful kids and another one on the way, right, Mickey?
Yeah. Yep.
Congrats on that. When does that one due?
That one is due August 14th.
Oh.
And it's a girl, so it'll give me 2 girls, 1 boy.
Terrific.
Which makes me wonder, should I go for another boy?
Maybe just get 9 and field a baseball team for you.
Hey.
Although you really don't need fielders because you strike out so many. All you need is really a catcher, right?
Yeah, a catcher who puts on good signals, which Skellen does a hell of a job so far with me. And, I wouldn't rather have anyone back there at this point. He's on board with me, and I'm on board with him, and it's worked out pretty good.
All right, lastly, we got to talk about the shoe game. I mean, you definitely earned yourself a pair of shoes today. You own over 400 pairs of shoes, Mickey. How is this possible? I don't even think I own more than 4.
It's possible. It's not a great thing. It's kind of an issue at times, but it just accumulated. I was into shoes from 5th grade. I don't know what it was. The cool kids had cool shoes. I was right in there with the Deion Sanders shoes and the Michael Jordans. That's my era. And what the shoe market has done, they've started to come back out with those shoes from my childhood. So when I see stuff I didn't get when I was a kid, I can't help but go get it now that I can, provide. My parents would get me 1 pair for a year, and they would be for everything. Now that I can get not as much as I want, but pick and choose the ones I want, I get a little crazy at times, and they've just accumulated since. My shoe size hasn't changed since 9th grade.
10 and a half, people. If you have extra 10 and a half shoes, Mickey wants them.
Or if you got any connections with exclusive stuff, shoot me a holler on Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
So do you eat on the road, or you just save your meal money to go to, like, DSW or, like, Famous Footwear?
No. But when I was in high school and they would give us meal money, I definitely saved it for shoes. Now, I got a card I can swipe stuff.
There you go. Using that big league money.
Yeah, it's still lingering around.
Mickey, congratulations. Continued success. We'll talk to you in 5 days.
Appreciate
that was
it.
Mickey Story. I'm Justin Answell. We'll have our final thoughts after this on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC. A-Rod tied it? Oh, okay. Did he? Oh, yes.
The Somerset Foundation. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. The Patriots win. Have a great night. Drive home safely. We'll see you back here real soon.
How much longer, Dave? Okay. I'm signing off now. Okay. Final segment here on the Flemington Department Store post-game show. I am Justin Answell, just wrapping things up. Want to thank give out our thank yous right now. I want to thank our entire SPN.TV crew. Andy Solecki doing a great job, and Mark Schwartz running the camera as well. So thanks to you two gentlemen. Our next broadcast is going to be on tomorrow. It'll be exclusively on radio. It'll be tomorrow. Let's see who's on the mound here tomorrow. For the Somerset Patriots, they'll throw Randy Boone, 0-1, 6.23 ERA. He's a righty going up against the Logan Williamson, the southpaw, 0-1, 1.80 ERA. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock straight up, 7:05 first pitch on WCTC 1450 a.m. Time to give out some well-deserved thank yous. A lot of people to thank here at 2015 opening day. It was a success. Fireworks before the game, fireworks after the game, magnetic schedule before the game, and a win during the game as the Patriots win 3-1. Want to thank Daryl Henry and Paul Braverman, the entire York Media Relations staff. Want to thank our PR team of the Patriots, led by Mark Rusinoff. Want to thank all my guests who joined me during the game, Dr. Brian D. Agnes, Bob Mulcahy, and Mickey Story in the post-game show. Want to thank my man back behind the glass, Dave Raish, pressing all the right buttons, cutting up all the great sound. You'll hear these audio clips tonight on SPN.TV on our game recap, as Dave will email them to me, but he does an outstanding job every Friday night. It's fun to work with Dave. Certainly do appreciate it, my friend. And I want to thank you, the fans, who tuned in via SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC in Central Jersey, WCTCAM.com across the globe. Or maybe you listened via your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just search 1450 WCTC in the App Store and download that free app immediately. I am the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Answell. This was an awesome, fun home opener. 69 more home games to go. It's going to be good, and we got only 7 games down. We got, 133 more to go, so it's going to be fun here in 2015. This team is pretty special. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 7. Have a good one, everybody. Be well, man.